ein Punker und er lebte in der großen Stadt. Es war in Wien, war Vienna, wo er alles tat. Er hatte Schulden, denn er trank, doch ihn liebten alle Frauen. Und jede rief, na kann man Rock me Amadeus. Er war Superstar, er war populär, er war so exaltiert, because er hatte Flair. Er war ein Virtuose, war ein Rockidol. Und alles rief, na kann man Rock me Amadeus. Du bitte. Es war um 1780 und es war in Wien. No Plastic Money anymore, die Banken gegen ihn. Woher die Schulden kamen, war wohl jedermann bekannt. Er war ein Mann der Frauen, Frauen liebten seinen Punk. Er war ein Superstar, er war so populär, er war zu exaltiert, genau das war sein Flair. Er war ein Virtuose, war ein Rockidol. Und alle suchten noch heute Captain Rock me Amadeus.
now we're live, but I'm just playing music right now. So I,
nothing like guitar sound. So I listen to how would a drum sound like, okay? So I record my drum sound, then I go back, and I don't know how to play these guitar parts, but now that I've got a drum track supported, then I'll put my guitar, my guitar.
little bit of old school for it. That goes a little something like this. I always tried to be the flyest kid on the block, the popular one with the rising stock. So that's when I had this bright idea. For the party of the month, now the party of the year. All the fine girls couldn't turn it down. Now all I gotta do is get my parents out. Should I send them to a movie? Send them to a show. Let me think. It's gotta be long though. I said, Mom, Dad, yo, why you sitting home? It's a Friday night. Have you seen Aunt Joe? And don't worry about staying out too long. Don't fuss over me. I'll be fine alone. Have a good time. The doorbell rings 'cause the party's here. I'm cranking up the stereo like it's New Year's. Walking around the house like who's the man? Anybody do it like Eric can? First on the floor, you know that's me. Busting at the moves like it's MTV. I guess somewhere along I lost my head. Then I jumped on the table, this is what I said. People all around, you got to. Everyone together, sing it loud. Jump all around, come on. What? Say it again. People all around, you got to. From the left to the right, make noise. Here we go now, come on. What? What? Na na na. Come on, here we go. Ha ha. Come with it. Woo. Here we go. Things are going great, then I'm not surprised. Some people walked in I didn't recognize. I said, fellas, yo, you gotta get out.
Hey man, I heard this was an open house.
Open house?
Yeah, that's what the flyer said.
I didn't put a
Well,
flyer.
somebody did.
Then walked in, the girl I'm crushing, and the kid spilled juice on my mom's new cushion. I turned around, another kid broke a lamp. I hope they're more expensive. They got the new friends. For now, I won't sweat it. I'm cleaning up later. There's a honey over there, and I really wanna meet it. People all around, you got to. Everyone together, sing it loud. Jump all around, come on. What? Say it again, here we go. People all around, you got to. From the left to the right, make noise. Here we go now, come on. What? MC's in the house, here we go. Come with it. One time for the rodeo. Break it down.
Shake it fast, watch yourself. Shake it fast, show me what you're working with. Shake it fast, watch yourself. Shake it fast. I came here with the mic in my hand. Don't make me leave me with my foot in your be cool. And don't worry about how I'm ripping. This is what I'm picking, what I'm flipping. Cause this just what I do. I'm effervescent, I'm out there crescent assness. A full-grown German shepherd. You better keep stepping. They don't mess with me and they down. Y'all can't catch me and they wild. Pay your fare, fix it, throw that. My product for my boonapas and dollar for my baboots. You think I'm tricking? Well, I ain't tripping. I'm buying if you got nice curves for your iceberg. Breaking here, I'm not gonna like you do something to me. Hope this indecent proposal make you do something with me. Forget $1, girl, pick up 50. Forget that coward, girl, you need a real feeling. Off top, the knickerbockers hurt me. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast.
All your
Watch
boys and
yourself.
femmes right
Shake
now
it
in the
fast.
place to be. I thought I told y'all dudes before. Y'all dudes can't mess with me.
Watch yourself.
Now this ain't fun, no small booties, no sir, cause that won't
Show me
pass.
what you're working with.
If you feel you got the biggest one, then mama come shake it fast.
Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what I like my woman fire like cayenne. Chocolate and bowling when I'm running up behind. Go ahead, do your job, pop it like let it. A real girl don't lie, you know that you won't go back to my house. You spicy Cajun, we gon' pass a good time, yes, yeah. Got a head on them there crawfish. You gotta been all the way over to dance off this. None of your business, but I know you do it way better. You're dead wrong. So if you talking about it and they make noise and you pass by, girl, get your fine self on the floor. This your song. Do your thing, don't be scared. But you gon' get served. Forget mine, then you gon' get jerked. Love it. Raise it up. Hustle, hustle.
Attention, all your boys and femmes right now in the place to be.
Shake it fast.
I thought I told y'all dudes before. Y'all dudes can't mess with me.
Watch yourself.
Now this ain't fun, no small booties, no sir, cause that won't pass.
Show me what you're working with.
If you feel you got the biggest one, then mama come shake it fast.
Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what. Stop your crying, heifer. I don't need all that. Got a job for you to braid it up, pimp his back. Break them handcuffs, forget your man. Move something. And if they ask you what you doing, say, ooh, nothing. Now we've been doing the past two something. And I'm beating the stuffing up, not smooth loving. And you can bet your bottom dollar. If it's fire, you gon' holler like a top. So don't act like you don't be packing that stuff up. It's your girl in the club, but that's what you got back for. Wobble, wobble, I'm infatuated. The girl work that thing like she making the baby. And I see that we gon' have to go to a quiet corner for just us two. Don't worry about who looking, just keep on doing what you doing. So a brother like me gon' get to work before I know the girl. Trick what's happening, let them see, show the world.
Attention, all your boys and femmes right now in the place to be.
Shake it fast.
I thought I told y'all dudes before. Y'all dudes can't mess with me.
Watch yourself.
Now this ain't fun, no small booties, no sir, cause that won't pass.
Show me what you're working with.
If you feel you got the biggest one, then mama come shake it fast.
Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Good Lord. You working with something.
Hey, ain't life wonderful?
Wonderful.
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 Isn't it wonderful? Wonderful.
I feel so wonderful.
Isn't everything wonderful?
Wonderful now.
Close my eyes when I get too sad. I think thoughts that I know are bad. Close my eyes and I count to 10. Hope it's over when I open them. I want the things that I had before, like a Star Wars poster on my bedroom door. I wish I could count to 10. Make everything be wonderful.
Look at you. You're spiffier than a petunia and a patch of chiggerweed.
Looks like you've been missing a lot of work lately.
I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
You are so whipped.
Great. Now I'm going to be stuck with serious thoughts all day.
Nice girl, but about as sharp as a sack of wet mice. Look at you. You're spiffier than a petunia and a patch of chiggerweed.
It's me, it's Ernest C.
Somewhere in this world there was a straitjacket waiting for that man.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
You're dealing with the creme de la creme here.
All right, that's it for me. You've been great. Good night, everybody.
Every day for the last 10 years, Loretta there has been giving me a large black coffee. Today she gives me a large black coffee, only it's got sugar in it. A lot of sugar. I just came back to complain.
Well, good evening, everybody. Rocking and rolling here from the 50s in the MoreJoy Radio, rocking with the Big Bopper. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves out there, you superstars, you kick butt babies. Yes, indeedy, boppy deepy day. I'm here to bring you some cool rockin' tunes, like this one. Hello, baby.
Yeah, this is the Big Bopper speaking. Oh, you sweet thing. Do I want? Will I what? Oh, baby, you know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down, a wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk. Make the world go round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a girl.
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
What's that, baby? But, oh, honey. But, oh, baby, you know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail, a hanging down, a wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk. Lord, make the world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a girl. Oh, baby, that's what I like. What's that, honey? Pick you up at 8, and don't be late. But, baby, I ain't got no money, honey. Oh, all right, honey, you know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face, ponytail hanging down, a wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk. Lord, make the world go round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a girl. Oh, baby, that's what I like.
Hey, babies, how are y'all out there? We're going to have a good time tonight, boy, howdy. Yes, indeed. We've got a good song coming up for you from one of the best rockers ever. It's Fats Domino, and this is Ain't That a Shame, baby.
You made me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. You broke my heart when you said we'll part. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? cry, ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. You made me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Oh well, goodbye. Although I cry, ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
I guess just keep playing songs until we can get it fixed.
Here it is. Here it is. All right. No, don't worry. It's not going over the air. Hey, everybody, good afternoon. I don't think I turned it off. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hey, yeah. We are still doing some technical difficulties, so I don't think very many people are listening right now. Anyway. That were strange right there. That were real strange. Yeah, no one's really listening right now, so let's see here. What is...
I wonder who wrote the book of love?
Tell me, who wrote the book of love? I've got to know the answer. Was it someone from above? I wonder who wrote the book of love? I love you, darling, baby, you know I do. But I've got to see this book of love, find out why it's true. Wonder who wrote the book of love? Chapter 1 says the lover, you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her, you never ever gonna part. In chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder who wrote the book of love? Baby, I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true. I wonder who wrote the book of love? Chapter 1 says the lover, you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her, you never ever gonna part. In chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder who wrote the book of love? Baby, I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true. Wonder who wrote the book of love? I wonder who wrote the book of love? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
chicken at the hop, 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 hop. Do the dance sensations that are sweeping the nation at the hop, 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 hop. Let's go to the 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 hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. You can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start moving at the hop. Where the jockey is smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the guys and chicks can get their kicks at the hop, 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 hop. Let's go to the 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 hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. Let's go, go! Well, you can rock, you can roll, do the slopping, even strolling at the hop, 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 hop. When the record stops spinning, you can lips it with the chicken at the hop, 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 hop. Do the dance sensations that are sweeping the nation at the hop, 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 hop. You can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the cats and chicks can get their kicks at the hop, 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 hop. Let's go to the 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 hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. Let's go.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, how are you this evening? My name is the Big Boom Boom Bailey, and I'm here with BK Blaster, my super disaster.
What's up there, Boom Boom?
Hey, what's up there, buddy? How you doing today?
It is a Friday night.
It is Friday night, and you got to get out in your cruiser and cruise the strip, baby. And while you're out there, you can listen to MoreJoy Radio. We've got great music. We're going to keep you pumped up and looking for the ladies. This is Maybelline with Chuck Berry.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started doing the things you used to do. As I was motivating over the hill, I saw Maybelline in a coupe de ville. A Cadillac rolling on an open road, nothing out to run my V8 A Cadillac doing about 95, moves bumper to bumper, rolling side to side. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. A Cadillac pulled up to 104, before got hot and wouldn't do no more. Gun got cloud and started to rain. I tooted my horn for the passing lane. Rainwater blowing all under my hood. I knew that was doing my motor good. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. Cadillac looking like setting steel, and I caught Maybelline at the top of the hill. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do.
Well, everybody, how are you this evening? This is a Big Boom Boom Barely, and we're bringing you the best music of the 50s. Tonight is a special 50s show here on MoreJoy. Talk to us, Mr. BK Blaster. What do we got coming up?
We got some 50s trivia.
Oh, man, we're going to
back
have
the
some
times.
fun with that. But for the meantime, let's slow it down a little bit, BK. Let's play a little bit of the Penguins with Earth Angel.
Earth angel, will you be mine, my darling dear? Love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you.
All right, guys, get up there and grab your lovely lady. Give her a spin around the room.
Earth angel, the one I adore. Love you forever and evermore. I'm just a fool in love with you. I fell for you and I knew the vision of your loveliness. I hoped and I prayed that someday I'll be the vision of your happiness. Oh, earth angel, please be mine, my darling dear. Love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. I fell for you and I knew the vision of your loveliness. I hope and pray that someday that I'll be the vision of your happiness. Earth angel, please be mine, my darling dear. Love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you.
Well, all right there, guys and gals. Hope you guys had a chance to grab your favorite girl. Now it's time for the girls to grab your favorite guy. This is the Teen Queens with Eddie, My Love. That's right, ladies. Grab your best man. Pull him close.
Eddie, my love, I love you so. I want it for you. You'll never know. Please, Eddie, don't make me wait too long. Eddie, please write me one line. Tell me your love is still only mine. Please, Eddie, don't make me wait too long. You left me last September to return to me before long. But all I do is cry myself to sleep. Eddie,
there was an engineer. Choo-choo Charlie was his name, we hear. He had an engine and he sure had fun. He used good and plenty candy to make his train run.
Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell. Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Don't know any other penny that I love so well.
Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer we'll pour must say something more somehow. So tonight, let it be low and brown. Let it be low and brown. It's been so long. Hey, I'm glad to see you. Raise your glass. Here's to health and happiness. So tonight, let it be all the best.
When you're with good friends having good times, don't just have a beer, have a low and brown. Because good friends and good times deserve the taste of a great beer. And there's really only one, low and brown.
Tonight, let it be low and brown.
Well, all right, babies. It's your main man, Lee Boom Boom Bailey, here bringing you the best music there ever was. And it's back from the 50s, folks. Yes, indeed. Don't you forget. By the way, this is a band that's from today, these days. But they've got the sound, baby. They can kick it. This is the Atomics with My Way.
Go out tonight. Tell your mama not to worry. Everything's gonna be alright. Don't let me hear you talking. Just be there when I come. Cause what I do my way or it won't be done at all. Whoa, little girl, you better hear what I say. Well, I'm an easygoing guy, but I'm always gonna have my way. When I was born a tiger, I always had my way. Nobody's gonna change me this or any other day. Don't let me hear you argue when I say froggy jump. The one that ain't been born yet, they can play me for a chump. Wow, little girl, you better hear what I say. Well, I'm an easy old guy, but I'm always gonna have my way. Don't ever wonder why. When I walk away and leave you, I don't want to see you cry. Now I've done a lot of planning, got a lot of things to do. So don't get me into trouble, or you and I do. Wow, little girl, oh, you better hear what I say. Well, I'm an easygoing guy, but I'm always gonna have my way. Well, I'm an easygoing guy, but I always gotta have my way.
Well, depending on the part of the country you used to live in the 50s, you hear different songs from different artists. If you're out from California, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out in California, then you remember these guys.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
The Beach Boys! Rock and roll!
In the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be coming along. We're loading up our woody with our boards inside and heading out singing our song. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come along, surf, baby, wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari. Huntington and Malibu, they're shooting the deer. In Rincon, they're walking the nose. We're going on safari to the islands this year, so if you're coming, get ready to go. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now, everybody. everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Yeah, man. With me. Yeah,
Oh, well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I feel fine when I'm near the girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death when she touches my hand. Oh, what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. My tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside shake like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine. That's to have that girl and a love so fine. She touched my head and what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Well, all right there, girls and guys and chicks and doodle days. I'm here. It's me. It's also with me tonight. The Boom Boom Bailey is BK Blaster. Hey, BK. What are we going to be doing later on this show?
We're going to be doing some 50s trivia, some 50s facts, taking a walk back in time.
We might have to just walk back up into now, because my voice is just not holding out like it should be, folks. I am. What?
Can you imagine doing that for 4 hours every day back in the 50s?
They used to, though. They used to have, everybody had a superstar DJ voice. If I was back then, I probably would talk like something like this.
Right.
But, no, I'm trying to do my Wolfman.
They had to have
Wolfman Jack, baby.
They had to have, like, hot tea or something to keep that voice going for 4 hours.
Well, everybody, we're back. We're coming to you in about, let's say 15, 20 minutes. We'll be going back to a regular radio show. But right now, we're bringing back to the 50s with Johnny B. Good. Chuck it.
Where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well.
cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're all ribbons and curls, ooh, what a girl, eyes that twinkle and shine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touching my hand, my heart went pop. And ooh, when we kissed, we could not stop. You walked out of my dreams, into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Oh, well, you're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart would pop. And ooh, when we kissed, we could not stop. You walked out of my dreams, into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Well, you're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
Well, everybody, you know what you're talking about when you're saying 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. But I think that guy was a little bit too old for a 16-year-old, Bill. Ooh, BK, it sounds to me like somebody was up to them no good out there. Anyway, we want to play a good song by my good buddy, my friend. He's one of the best guys you ever did know. Oh, hey, but I almost forgot him because he's always been here in the studios with us live. And it's Eddie Cochran with Summertime Blues, baby.
I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler about working all summer just to try to earn a dollar. Every time I call my baby, try to get a date, my boss says,
no die, son, you gotta work late.
sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Oh, well, my mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use the car to go riding next Sunday. Oh, well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick.
Now you can't use a car cause you didn't work a leg.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a fun vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, quote,
I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote.
sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lady, a young, lovely lady, good friend of ours is out there, and she is listening and paying attention to what's happening out there with us. So we appreciate her. She'll be calling back in here momentarily. And until then, oh my, hold on. You know what, Bill? I don't think we can do this. And that's Little Richard.
Got a little tutti frutti.
Little Richard.
Little tutti frutti.
Little Richard with a little tutti frutti.
One cool cat.
Rudy. And you know what? Good gosh almighty. That's the song we're going to play. from my main man, Little Richard. It's just a matter of time.
I've been seeking, I've been searching, I've been looking, I've been searching, I've been seeking, I've been searching, trying to find, yeah, trying to find, I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find peace of mind, trying to search all the time, trying to find. Great God Almighty, great God Almighty, great God Almighty, great God Almighty, great God Almighty. Been a long time coming, and I've been waiting. Great God Almighty, been a long time coming. Great God Almighty. Great God Almighty, been a long time coming. Great God Almighty. Great God Almighty, been a long time coming. Great God Almighty. Oh, searching now. Got to look up, don't look down. Keep the faith. I've been looking, I've been wondering. Have you heard about the written word? I've been looking, I've been wondering. Great God Almighty, 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 great God Almighty.
More from the LMB Show. We'll be right this after back.
Oh, gosh. We're back, Bill.
That hurts your voice doing that? Because you could not do that for 4 hours. There's no way.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
All that screeching sound.
Hey, everybody!
like you're on 15 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
But we have our special guest on the line.
We do have a special guest on the line. Why am I echoing?
I don't know. I got it in my cans too.
Cans.
I don't know. That's what they call them in the radio business.
They call them in the radio business, baby.
Baby.
All right. We'll be ready to bring her on?
Yeah, bring her on.
Hold on. Where are we at here? 7 and 8. Amy.
Hey, guys.
See? You're doing
the
it
echo.
Too. What in the world is the damn
I think before
echo
you
going on?
unplugged it and plugged it back in again.
Okay. No. I'm so confused.
No, the echo's not there anymore.
What are you talking about? It's not there anymore?
Well, a little bit, but not a lot.
Not a lot. You're right. Hey. Amy, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, there's lots there, though.
So you're our first guest into the radio show.
Yay! I am honored.
Do you have a favorite 50s tune?
Do I? I love the...
Why? That's why.
I don't know if it's 50s or 60s, but I love the twist.
Okay.
And I think that's right around that. Like, it might be very late 50s. I love 50s music. I love all of it. I love the swing. I love the hillbilly, rockabilly, the rock and roll. I love it all.
Yeah, now you really got feedback. Hold on a second.
All right, keep talking to her, dude. Keep talking.
So once we get enough money to hire a producer, Lee won't have to be doing 10 things at one time. But that's the way it is for right now until we get the money. So
We're echoing everywhere. I'm sure it's one damn little button to push.
Something with a reverb or something is causing that.
Yeah, I know. know.
I'm gonna hope that doesn't go on YouTube like that.
I don't know. Is everyone listening on the YouTube? That's what I think, that I've got YouTube is what was doing it, but I don't know, brother. Amy.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on 1 second, Miss Amy.
We're good. We are good.
I do love your pet names. That is freaking hilarious.
Oh, mine?
Peanut, butter, and Jilly.
Absolutely. Jilly was the first one. Absolutely. He's the first one. And then I said, oh, we need peanut butter to go with Jilly. And then we got peanut. And then I was saying, oh, we just need a butter. And my daughter was having a tough day. And we went to...
So it went on YouTube, so...
Making circles.
I don't know why Hey, goodness gracious here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that might be it. No.
Because it's not echoing on YouTube. It's just echoing here in the studio.
Yeah, I'm really baffled, man.
Anyway. So this would be the time of year that be probably the first Friday night football game. And so there's an interesting article that came out, and I can just imagine back in the 50s what it was like to do all that. Now we get the scratching sound.
No, what about now?
The scratching sound is there.
What about now?
Not there. But the
Amy, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Now the echo's gone.
Yeah, I know.
So this article is talking about, in a normal year, late August would provide Bursch and his students long hours and happy memories. The group would have just returned from a week-long band camp in Pennsylvania and would be practicing hard for his first football game. Those Friday nights are so fun, a chance to perform without the pressure of competition. First football game especially can be a transformative experience for those who just joined the journey, Bursch said. It is often the moment they realize they had come to the right place, they found the right purpose, and their people amid the vast experience of high school that hooks them. We're going to miss that for sure. Is that what it was like for you guys in high school?
Being marching band.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, marching band. We had all kinds of things going on. I remember we did all kinds of stuff at band camp. Crazy stuff.
That's what it's saying. Yeah.
We do all kinds of fun, goofy.
He said the best part of band camp isn't necessarily learning the music or the drills, staff or students say. It certainly isn't the daily morning runs. It's the time spent goofing off with friends, talking in the cafeteria, singing songs around the campfire, and looking forward to a new year.
Yeah. Listen. Amy, am I right about this?
Well, it's funny because we went away from band camp. We went down to Bridgewater College in Virginia, out in the country, in the cornfields. And so we actually stayed in dorms, ate at the school cafeteria. We always shared the week with the Covington football team from a different part of Virginia.
I remember that. Guys could give a crap.
I may have dated had a fling with the quarterback my senior year. But anyway.
You didn't date him. You just went around behind the dorm.
No, his name was Bobby Fenderson. I remember his name. So I don't know why I remember that.
Where the hell's Covington?
It's a small town. I want to say it's between Bridgewater and Northern Virginia. But when I moved to Pennsylvania, football's big up here. Not like Texas, of course, but marching band is a huge thing around here too. But a lot of them don't go away for band camp. And they do it right.
Do it anymore.
Yeah, they do it in the school. They do it in the parking lots. It's it's more cost effective, and they don't have to take chaperones and make all those arrangements. But I kind of felt sorry for them because they missed that sort of mini adventure.
Yeah.
Getting away. It's sort of like it's kind of like going away to camp, like just overnight camp, plus marching band, intensive music, meeting people, getting to know them in a completely different way. That these are people you may not have crossed paths with, different grades. And it was just so much fun. It was a lot of work. You were exhausted at the end of the day. I mean, it's really funny because I look back then, and I've always jokingly talked to some of my friends who were in the marching band in high school. Now that we're all in our 40s and 50s, and said, wouldn't it be great if there was a physical fitness program? There was aerobics and kickboxing and all sort of stuff. That was marching band, just for grown.
Exactly.
Just to get in shape, because the amount of marching and moving.
Right.
And I was the drum major my senior year, and I would have like the most awesome shoulders if I still was directing music, right?
Oh my God, dude! That's what the band members not so much. The friggin' drum majors, holy crap! I remember when Gary Williamson and whatever the hell his name was, 84 drum majors. Those two, Gary Williamson and the other guy, whose name I forget, they used to work out together. They used to run like 10 miles a day together. They used to do all kinds of stuff. I know you didn't do that, Amy.
What? Work out?
Well, but to the extent that both of them got like bulky as hell.
No, I didn't do that. But I had to wear a white uniform, so trust me, there was an incentive to stay in shape.
I know, you had to look good. Hey, you know what though? Here's one thing, my little crabbiness. All these band people, we had to go for a week of band camp. The drum line was there all summer at school, working on their drum music, mainly because good old Gary Rockwell, when they got the music in, he took the drum parts and threw them away and rewrote our drum parts. So you guys are playing 1s and 2 music, and we're playing 5, 6, 7 freaking drum music.
But what's really amazing? Whoever wrote the drill and did our arrangements was fabulous. I don't. Looking back now, I don't remember exactly. Did he do all of them? Did he do all of them? I wasn't sure if he did all of them. Now, Gary Markham was the band director with Chris Hazara.
He hired somebody.
We got towards the end. I don't remember who wrote the drill for them and who wrote the music and did the arrangements. But, we were very lucky because the caliber of the musicians that we had was just... So I went to the #1 music school for college. And when I got there, I was the best clarinet player, even though I was a voice major. Right. So let that sink in.
Yep.
And I was not a Virginia All-State because Northern Virginia it was almost impossible. So
because 8 million people play clarinet.
Exactly, but you kind of think about the caliber of the people that we got to play with. Yeah. Just looking at who we went to school with, how many of them are professional musicians? Recording artists, teaching at universities. Yeah. So we were very lucky growing up where we were that we were just exposed to, Jenny Edelbrock for the trumpet players and Gary for the drummers and, just phenomenal musicianship. And it was it was an amazing experience. When I went to the best music school in the country, I was actually a little depressed.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
I bet. My sister, Charla, when she went to Madison, the only reason that she couldn't be first chair in the marching band on saxophone because she was a poli-sci major and she didn't even play in the concert band. So she wasn't allowed, but she was better than the other saxophonists. But she couldn't, but she wasn't going to make music her major. So
I had to sit second chair in the concert band my freshman year, and I didn't play after that. I just went back to being a full-time voice student because you were never going to get that spot as a non clarinet major. But hey,
so I have to ask, what's a first chair, second chair? What does that mean?
Okay, so the best of any instrument is first chair.
What does that mean?
That means that they run the section, and they're the best. They're the best musician on that instrument in the whole entire orchestra.
Does that mean like they're closest to the conductor?
No, it depends on where your section sits. Like trumpets sit on the back row.
Okay.
And so the first chair might be right dead center pointing at the director.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think, isn't that how the trumpet's set up?
Yeah, I think it just depends on how they choose to arrange you guys based on where they put you and how many players there are.
Right.
Yeah, so it's the section leader, your first chair, you're the number one player. Charlotte was amazing. I always loved to listen to her play. She was just excellent. But yeah, and that carried through to marching band. You know, there's first clarinet, second clarinet, third clarinet, depending on how many parts they needed.
That's the other thing too. You got music that has 3 different clarinet parts, right? Or just 2?
Yeah, it just depends on how many.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of the more complicated music has a first, second, and a third part.
Yeah. So this is an article by Michael Irigo from the Washington Post. So tell me if this was your game day experience. This is what he talks about. On the Friday of a home football game at Yorktown, the marching band gets started early. They line the halls in the morning, play pep tunes as their classmates arrive at school. Usually it's pretty loud, one senior said, but it's really fun, and I think people like it. Fridays are definitely the highlight of our season. They meet for a quick rehearsal, take a couple hours to themselves, then arrive back at the school long before kickoff to get dressed and take out props and instruments. They play the fight song as the football team takes the field. At halftime, they perform the show, complete with backdrops, choreography, blah, blah, blah. That's one of the things I'll miss the most, the thrill of performing at football games and competitions in front of a live audience. That's something you can never recreate. They get the third quarter off to hang with friends or stop by the concession stand. Having spent so much time around the football team, many of them are deeply invested in the Patriots' success. Contrary to what a lot of people believe, most of us in the band are pretty into the football game and trying to follow what's going on. We love it when they do well, and even better, and the better they do, the more football games we get to do. After the game, they play the school's alma mater. Once the players and the fans have left, they're often the last ones out of the stadium. They form a parade block, quote unquote, and march back to school together, leaving just as they arrived.
Alma mater? We didn't have an alma mater.
Actually, we do.
I say R.
Yeah.
I say R-A. R-A-M. R-A-M-S.
That's what you guys are saying?
R-A-M-S. R-A-M-S. Go. Rams. Go. Yeah, but you know who wrote that, though? Our principal, because he was a musician.
Yeah, our principal wrote that.
He wrote that.
So where did you guys go after high school, after the games?
After the game? Lots of different places.
I mean, did the band all hang out and go somewhere?
Different people went different places. The band, you got to remember something. The band is freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And just like in school, the seniors hung out with each other, maybe some juniors. The juniors hung out with each other, maybe some sophomores, maybe a senior.
Now, could 7th and 8th grade be
Amy?
in it as well?
No.
Yeah, I think it just depends on who you're with. So, for freshmen, by the time the game got over, by the time you made it back into the building and got your instrument of the day, took your uniform off, got your uniform changed back into your clothes, you're usually, if it's summer, you're hot, you're sweaty, you're gross. You just want to go home and take a shower, because it's probably like 10:30 by then, maybe later. But as you get older, you kind of don't care so much. And I had a friend. We would go to my friend Becky and we would go to Friendly's and
that's a big spot.
We go to Friendly's afterwards. A bunch of people would go.
Yeah.
Another friend of mine. When we would went out after the games, we'd go to Pizza Hut back when their breadsticks were actually really awesome. Mm-hmm. We just go get breadsticks.
Gaddy's. Yeah, go Gaddy's, right?
Go get pizza at Gaddy's. I mean, there was, it just kind of depended on who you were with.
I went to Gaddy's. I got free pizza.
Yeah, and it didn't have to be the same people every time. Sometimes you just, there would be nights. I mean, I can't even tell you the number of nights after, when you're old enough and you're driving and you don't have to depend on your parents. I mean, we would just sit and talk in the parking lot.
Yep.
Leaning against our cars,
right.
For hours. I mean, next thing you know, it's like midnight. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" That was back before cell phones, right? You couldn't call your parents from the parking lot and say, like, "Oh, I'm okay." Yep. But people would kind of disperse only when kind of midnight curfew or whatever. But I mean, these are people who are long and fast friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what this article talks about. Yeah, they're friends to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like family. If you
Look at
ask
me and Amy.
Yeah, look at you two. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, and a couple years ago, our friend Mike Bell and I were talking and saying it's just crazy for those of us who moved away because, we see people posting and some of the reunions where you can see people were friends for years. And one of the problems we had with school reunions is that it's for the year you graduated. It's not for everything.
Right.
One of the best parts about being in marching band is, I'm friends, with Gary Williamson and, all these people on Facebook and Alicia, these people I went to school with. And that
we had a marching band reunion.
We did. So Mike Bell and I put together a marching band reunion. God, that's probably 10 years ago.
Oh my God, if not more.
It's probably 10 years ago, easily, because I don't think I was working at the place I'm working now at the time. It was probably 10 years ago, but it was fantastic. And for everybody, it was like no time had passed. It was really crazy. And we all got together at, University Mall. And there was almost 20 of us maybe with spouses. And it was fun. It was great.
A lot of fun. Yeah. Even Mary came.
Yeah.
What?
Even my wife came.
It's the same for when I was in the drama club. I still have those friends to this day.
Yeah.
We all get together for reunions and stuff. If you could be transported back to the 50s, Amy, where do you think you'd be hanging out? The mall shops?
Hanging out?
Would you go to the mall shops?
Where would you go? Who would you be hanging out with?
I love
dweebs.
I love to dance, so I would probably be wherever dancing. So if there was dancing at the malt shop, yeah. I know back in the 50s there are a lot of clubs, sock hops, even just like ballrooms, like big band swings and stuff. There's nothing like that anymore. In most places, I would love to go do that. Go listen to a big band play, or something like that.
And then go get in the back seat of the 57 Chevy.
Of course.
And, yeah.
I'm kidding.
You're not kidding. Shut up. Okay.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
So we want to do a 50s theme just to go back because it's Friday night, start of football, and going back to just a really, really fun time. And that's why Lee wanted to play the music and all that. So some trivia. A hamburger.
Lee wanted to.
Huh?
Lee wanted to. This is a Bill Knowles BK Blaster show, no doubt.
Well, we wanted to do different because we're trying to get the company off the ground.
I know.
We want to show promos. And I thought, you know what? Let's go back to the original radio shows that we did.
Yeah.
Somehow put it on Facebook.
Right.
And just do like a radio show. Have people call in, be fun, do a 50s voice. Which you did very well, but there was no way that voice would last for 4 hours. Your voice would be shot.
No, I was telling Bill if I had a voice, I'd just probably use this voice. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to another edition, whatever. But I wouldn't go, hey, babies!
That's what they did, though. So, going through an old 50s book, in the 1950s, a hamburger at a malt shop cost 45 cents.
No, let's get Amy to try and guess how much stuff costs.
Ooh. Okay.
How much do you think a soft drink would have cost back then?
In the 50s, I'm going to say probably 20 cents.
10 cents.
And
a root beer float.
That seemed low. A root beer float, probably 20.
25
Quarter?
cents. 25
cents.
Yeah.
Milkshake.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say 50 cents.
35 cents for a milkshake.
Gosh.
It's killing me.
They probably made it the good stuff, too.
Yeah. A cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee, a nickel.
10 cents.
Ooh.
A dish of apple pie.
Soda.
You said a slice of apple pie?
Slice of apple pie.
Gosh, 40 cents.
30 cents.
30 cents.
Ooh.
Slice of chocolate cake.
30 cents.
It's killing me with this price. 20 cents.
Did you say 20?
20 cents.
Chocolate cake. Actually, chocolate cake is a little bit harder to make easier to make than a pie.
And then a banana split.
A banana split?
40
I'm going to say...
It's the most expensive item on the menu.
45 cents.
Oh, really? 50 cents.
60 cents to do all that.
Wow.
Well, that is a lot.
That was big
that's
money.
a lot.
I mean, there's a lot that's involved in it. Obviously, ice cream, banana, all the time. I get all that.
But bananas also a while ago used to be much more exotic.
True.
We look at bananas as nothing, and I collect old cookbooks, and I'm amazed at the number of swanky recipes that include banana in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Bananas
it was so cool.
flambe.
What?
Exactly.
What was the restaurant that? The Siren.
Frisbees.
No, they
Farrell's.
That's it. They used to have banana splits.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. We had them at Friendly's. We had banana splits at Friendly's.
Did you guys have 45s when you were growing up?
Hell yeah.
Did you get rid of all of them?
Oh yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Mark, Tony still has what? How many? 1,500? Something like that.
Tony Dean?
No. Tony.
Oh, Hedgepad. Oh, Hedgepad. Yeah.
Has what?
Like 1,500 45s.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got tons.
My parents have a jukebox in their basement.
No.
I think from the 50s.
Do they use it?
A Wurlitzer?
No, it's
I want one. I want a jukebox so bad.
How much would they sell it to Bill for?
I don't know, but it's a Selectomatic. No way, man! I got dibs on that sucker. Even though my sister thinks she's getting it. My sister lives too far away; she can't have it. But yeah, it's a Selectomatic, and back in the '80s, when I was in junior high and high school, you could still buy 45 records. I mean, stuff came out on 45s.
That's right.
So we would sneak my parents' 50s 45s out of the jukebox and slide in things like Jenny, Jay Giles Band. I mean, just
nice.
And my parents
is a cinephobe.
Angel is a cinephobe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, so let's go with some 50s lingo.
Okay.
What would square mean back then?
A square is a nerd.
Nerdy.
Yep, not with it.
Yeah.
Wig.
Your hair.
Wig?
Nope.
W-I-G?
W-I-G. What would a wig mean?
Like go crazy? Like wig out?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, wig.
The brain or mind?
What?
Okay.
The brain or mind back then. So if you were a hipster, what were you?
You're crazy in the wig, baby. If you're a hipster, that means you're
that was kind of
a hippie.
No, you were cool.
Exactly. A
Hipsters are cool.
hipster, you were with it back then.
You were lit.
If the term daddy-o.
Daddy-o. That's the guy who's in charge. He's on top of the rakes. Hey, Daddy-o, let's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. It was a guy, right? I mean, yeah, always a guy.
If you were called a cat.
What's up,
you
Cat?
Were cool, man.
It's Cat's cool guy.
You were cool, man. You were cool back then.
I was telling Bill, the song Eddie Cochran sings, Summertime Blues? You know the song, right? Well, my buddy's band, where they say, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Remember when he does that on Eddie Cochran? Well, my buddy does that song with his band. They're 50s. They do 50s rockabilly stuff. And he says, I'd like to help you, Cat, but you're not a Democrat.
Oh, jeez.
First time he ever did that, I thought, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, though. Now, you could say, I'd like to help you, Cat, but you're a Democrat. I mean, if you're, But, that's not how he swings politically. So, anyway, yeah.
It's funny.
Neither here nor there. We'll see how all this works.
If you were on Happy Days, who would you be hanging out with?
Chachi. Okay, so I always thought he was cute, but I never really was that enamored with him.
The chicks loved him back then.
I wasn't that person. I really wasn't that enamored with him, but today, oh my God, he's so cute.
Right.
Oh my God, so cute.
Chachi or John Stamos?
I'm sorry, what?
Chachi or John Stamos back then?
Back then I would have been a John Stamos fangirl, but today it would be Chachi, all the way, man.
Okay.
How many children did Howard and Marion Cunningham have in the first
3.
season of Happy Days?
3.
Yeah, they had 3. The oldest brother was...
Bill, if I don't have answers here, I'm going to kick your ass.
There are
Okay,
answers.
3.
The oldest brother's name was...
Come
Because he
on.
was only in like one season.
Yeah.
He was in the military, right?
I
Yes.
think so.
So what was his name?
Oh, crap.
Richie, Joni, and...
Oh my gosh. Ooh, I don't know.
Chuck.
Chuck? Oh, that kind of brings it.
Big tall
He
Chuck.
was Chuck. Yep.
And he was never mentioned. He was written out of the first season. Never mentioned.
Was he ever actually on the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was only on one season.
Big, tall, goofy dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not losing my mind. Okay.
Okay, they got some questions here I'm not even asking, dude. Crazy.
Like what?
Okay, here we go. In episode 171, oh jeez.
Of what?
We're doing some Happy Days trivia,
Happy
and then
Days
we'll do
trivia.
some Back to the Future
Hello,
trivia.
Roger, Marion's nephew, Roger Phillips, moves in with the Cunninghams. While talking to Fonzie about why he moved to Milwaukee, Roger says he was drafted, then cut by which professional basketball team?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Never even knew this character.
No.
I don't know.
Who is it? Go to some questions that we might know.
That's what I'm saying. I was getting rid of the old ones. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Maybe you guys will know the answer to this. On which network did Happy Days originally air in the
ABC.
United States?
ABC.
What night?
Friday? No, Sunday.
No. Maybe repeats, but the actual series was on Tuesday nights on ABC.
Yeah, I was like 5 years old.
And then it says, what 2 decades was the show? What 2 decades was
It modeled after, or what did it
modeled
air?
after? Modeled after.
The
50s and 60s.
Yes, that's correct. What was Chachi's mom's name?
Oh, I loved her. Wasn't that John Travolta's mom that played that part or something?
I don't know.
I didn't know he had... I don't know.
She was Italian.
I know he's Fonzie's cousin. I didn't know his mom was a part of the show.
Luisa is Chachi's mom. Marion is Joni's mom. And Jenny is Joni's best friend. So Chachi's sister, I guess, was Joni's best friend. Interesting. That's how she hooked up with the old Chach.
Is Ellen Travolta John's mom, or is she John's sister?
Oh,
Do you know?
No idea.
I don't know.
I have
no idea.
I'd have to Google that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay.
All right, Bill, go for it. He's got Back to the Future stuff.
Which song is playing as Marty enters the Cafe 80s in part 2?
Oh, God.
What song?
Remember this
Correct.
Stuff.
Oh, in the Cafe 80s?
Yes.
This
is in Back to the Future 2.
Back in Time. I don't know.
Michael Jackson's Beat It.
Oh, that would be kind of...
What street is a quote-unquote a block past Maple in 1985?
In 1985?
Yeah.
I don't know.
John F. Kennedy Drive, because the father goes, who the hell is John F. Kennedy? What song did Marty and his band play for the dance auditions? Because they were too loud.
I know. Johnny Be Good.
No.
Oh, what?
No,
He plays that during the performance. This is the audition where they were quote unquote, you're just too damn
Earth
loud.
Angel.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a Huey Lewis song.
Oh, you.
Because he's the one that says you're too damn loud. Power of Love.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
What phrase does the Doc repeat throughout the trilogy?
Okay, you're snickering, Lee, like you know what this is.
I do, but I'm trying to pull it. I can't pull it.
His famous phrase he says throughout the trilogy.
With his eyes like this.
Yeah, nobody can see us right now, but okay.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. What did he used to say? Well, there's heavy. But,
Great Scott.
Great. Oh, that's right. Great Scott.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
From whom did Doc obtain the plutonium he needed to use the time machine? Who did he steal it from?
It was the terrorist. I don't know who.
Libyan terrorists.
The Libyans. Correct.
Yeah, the Libyans.
Okay. What type of car is the time machine?
DeLorean.
What is Marty's last name?
McFly.
McFly.
Hey, McFly! Hey, McFly!
That really is a great movie.
Yeah,
it is a great movie. What drink did Biff take out of George McFly's fridge after Biff crashed the car?
A beer.
A beer.
I brought back a car, but all you got is...
Schlitz.
No.
I don't know.
Like, is it a brand?
No.
Oh.
All you got for me is a blank blank.
I don't know.
Light beer.
Oh, light
beer. Okay. I got you.
What is the name of the dance that George and Lorraine attend in 1955?
Under the Sea.
Under the Sea!
Yeah, Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Enchantment Under the Sea. Okay, whatever.
What is the name of Marty's band?
Oh.
The McFly guys. No, I'm kidding.
No. I don't remember.
The Pinheads.
The Pinheads. Oh, my God.
Where does Back to the Future take place? What fictional city?
Milwaukee.
Back to the Future?
I don't
That's
know.
Happy Days.
Oh, that's right.
Hill Valley.
Very good.
Hill Valley, Iowa.
Very good.
Is that right?
Yes.
Good
Okay.
Job.
Is it Iowa? I don't remember.
I don't either.
Hill
Nebraska,
Valley, California.
probably.
At Lou's Cafe, George McFly says, "Lorraine, my blank has brought me to you."
I was going to say
He
something
screws it
nasty.
up and has to correct the word. It's supposed to be destiny, but he says something else.
What does he say?
I'm asking you.
And you said it's at the
Dentistry.
No, density.
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 Yep.
That's right.
Anyway, Doc shows he shows him the time machine for the first time at what mall?
Oh, man.
Oh.
The Skyfall Mall. I don't know.
No.
Hilldale.
Wait, no.
Hilldale Mall.
No. Because there's something about the name.
Somebody owned the land there.
That something changed.
Hoopers. The Hooper Mall.
Oh.
I thought it was the Hooper.
Twin Pines Mall.
Twin Pines. But wasn't it the
'Cause wasn't
Hooper
there,
farm that he...
Because didn't something happen where they knocked one of the trees down or something somewhere? And
Right.
Am I
In the
losing it?
beginning, it's the Twin Pines, but when Marty returns, it's the Lone Pine because he hit Old Man Peabody's
Yeah,
pine tree
okay.
during the farm escape.
Yeah. Okay. I knew something about the tree from then. Okay.
Do one more. What is the name of the license plate?
Back.
The name on the license
What's
plate?
on the license plate of his car, or the DeLorean?
Oh, no.
Oh, hold on.
Back in Time.
No.
Close.
It wasn't Back in Time?
Nope, it's close.
It sounds right though. Hold on.
Not Back to the Future.
No.
Back in Time. I thought it was Back in Time.
At a time.
Out of time. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right. You want to play some more music?
No. Well, yeah. We'll play some more music, then we'll come back and do more Happy Days stuff. All right? Sound good?
What song do you want to hear?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, what song do you want to hear after our commercial break? We got to go to a commercial break here. But what song do you want to hear, kiddo?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah. You.
Oh.
From the 50s.
How about, okay, I like Walking After Midnight.
Walking After Midnight. All right.
Never heard of it.
We'll see if I have it.
It's Patsy Cline. Do you have it?
Oh, Patsy Cline. I do have some Patsy Cline, so I probably do it. Walking After Midnight. Okay.
It's a real you have that one?
Famous song?
I don't know.
In the back of your mind.
I just love that song.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, here it comes.
It's a real thing in the back of your mind. What you're hoping to find is a real thing. It's a real thing. Coke is the way it should be. Coca-Cola, what the world wants to see. Oh yeah, it's a real thing. Coca-Cola, people wanna find life's good things. Coke has real life. See what real life can bring. It's Coke for the taste of your life. That's the way it is. With a bottle of Coke and the way it will stay. Coca-Cola, what the world wants today. Whoa, yeah, it's a real thing. Coca-Cola is Coke.
The following presentation is brought to you by TV Tunes, the proud makers of television's greatest hits. And now a word from our sponsors.
Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Teach your eyes to look up, teach your ears to hear. Walk up to the corner where the coast is clear. And wait until you've seen the light turn green. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Teach your eyes to look up, teach your ears to hear. Walk up to the corner where the coast is clear. And wait until you've seen the light turn green. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block.
Well, everybody, we got some cool music lined up for one of our superstar call-in favorite people, Amy Elizabeth Kim Gish, baby. Here's Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere a-walking after midnight, searching for me. stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere a walking after midnight, searching for me.
Patsy Cline, just for our good friend Amy. Thank you, Amy. There you go, dear. That's all you, Amy.
I love it.
Cool.
Fantastic song.
Where's that echo again?
It is. I know. I had to turn the mix up so you could hear the
Oh.
music. But now we have no echo. We are rocking and rolling like superstars that we are. Hey, Amy.
Yeah.
So let me ask you and Bill. Well, Bill knows the answer to these. He looked at these.
No, I didn't. I did not look at the
You
answers.
have not looked at these.
I did
okay.
not look at it.
What was the name of the high school that Richie, Potsy, and Ralph attended?
That Jefferson? Jefferson.
It is. It was Jefferson High.
Yeah, sounds right.
Well, listen to this. Patton High was the high school Fonzie worked at as the dean of boys. What?
That must have been later in
That
later
must have been
seasons.
late 60s. Yeah. What happened in the very first episode?
What happened?
Rich is dating somebody. I don't know, is it Laverne and Shirley?
It
He's
says
dating- he's
Richie
dating-
dated a girl with a reputation. I dated lots of girls with reputations.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness gracious. All right, so what is the original source language? Okay, this is the wrong trivia question. Okay.
What?
What kind of store did Mr. Cunningham have?
Hardware.
Hardware.
Hardware store, that's right. Okay. This is there was a boy named Danny that Fonzie adopted in the final episode. Y'all remember that?
No.
Not even close.
No.
Who was Fonzie's idol? I do remember this. Who was Fonzie's idol? Who was Fonzie's idol?
I have to think for a second.
Front. Lone
Ranger?
The Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'd totally forgotten about that until you sang that.
The Fonz got to meet his idol later in the series.
Okay.
Why is Warren Weber nicknamed Potsy? Why did Potsy have the name Potsy?
No idea.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is it obvious? Is it something that we should know, or is this like some esoteric weird thing?
No, he liked to make things with clay, and one day his mother called him Potsy.
I never
really.
It says here Warren Potsy Weber was played by Anson Williams. We know that. Potsy's mother or father were never shown in the entire run of the show. Never saw Potsy's mom and dad. Fill in the blank from this line of the Happy Days theme song. Blank, what a day, grooving all week with you.
Saturday. Is it right?
I think it is Saturday, you're right. The line appears toward the end of the theme after Thursday, Friday, Happy Days. And before these days are ours, share them with me.
Because I know with this show, originally, Ron Howard was the star, but in season 3, Henry Winkler's character became so popular, he became the star of the show.
That's right. Yep, that's true. All right, we already discussed Chuck.
One of them, I definitely remember with this show, one of the most difficult shows to watch is when Chachi accidentally burned down Arnold's. Dude, you're up to that point, like you love the show, and to see it on fire.
Yeah.
It just, dude, and I was 10, 11 years old at the time. And I was like,
that was huge.
Arnold's just burned down. Like,
I know.
Now my year's ruined, you know?
Yeah. What college did Richie, Ralph, and Potsy go to?
Oh, my goodness.
Wisconsin. Right?
Yeah. University of Wisconsin. They were in
Is that
Milwaukee,
right?
remember? Ralph Potsy even became mascots at one point. The UWM Cardinals.
Oh, wow.
Richie Cunningham's favorite song.
Blueberry Hill.
Blueberry Hill.
Yeah, but Wisconsin is a Badger, not a Cardinal, right?
I'm just telling you this.
I know.
No, it's University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee. Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is what's his face used to say.
What was Fonzie's half brother's name?
He had a half brother?
I didn't know he had a half brother.
Yeah, Artie. I didn't think you'd know. I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
What did Joni and Chachi have to do on their first date?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Babysit. They had to babysit on their first date.
Oh.
I remember their wedding.
The episode was called Fools Rush In. In episode 254, Good News, Bad News, Chachi receives terrible medical news. What is the news?
No idea.
Was that like something wrong with his leg or something?
I never really watched past season 5.
Did you know that Chachi toured with the Beach Boys on the show?
No.
Okay, so it's diabetes. He has diabetes.
Did they do a spin-off show?
Yeah. Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah, the
Loves
spin-off
Chachi.
show.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Which of the following cast members was not in the opening credits for every episode of this series?
Which of the cast members?
Which of the cast members? We're talking cast members. In other words, actual people.
Fonzie.
Were not.
Henry
Winkler. Winkler was not added to the opening credits until the second season. Williams did not appear. Williams? Who's Williams? Anson Williams. Did not appear in many episodes during the final seasons, but he was in the opening credits for each episode.
Here's a bit of trivia for you. What was the major change between season 1 and season 2?
No idea.
The set. The door to the house.
Oh, yeah?
You came in from this direction, then it came in from the other direction.
Right.
Like their whole house set completely changed.
Well, I remember watching the show one day, and I go to my mom, and she said, "What?" I said, "Mr. Cunningham has a digital watch on."
Yeah.
And he did. This big, fat, gold digital watch.
Didn't know the times.
You want to know what's really crazy? When we were growing up, if you missed the first 1 or 2 episodes of a TV show, you never saw it again, right?
I mean, there's no reruns.
Yeah, so now that you can, I've gone back to some of those TV shows where I don't remember the pilot or how the TV show started.
Yep. Right there with
and like the Cosby Show. If you go watch the pilot episode of the Cosby Show, it is a totally different thing.
Yep.
It is totally different.
Yep.
It's crazy. I will not tell you the difference, but if you just want to have a strange experience, watch it, and it'll be so different from what it turned out being by the time most people learned about it and became fans and started watching.
Here we go. Okay, now, if you guys remember this song, remember this one?
1 out of 12.
Oh, crap. I got to put the mix back up. Hold on. We're going to hear ourselves echo. Hold on.
1 out of 12, 1 out of 12, a 415 man with a gun. 1 out of 12, no warrant. Lincoln X-ray, item 483.
Remember this?
1 out of 12, a 415 fight group with
Amy?
chains and knives.
I can't hear anything.
1 out of 12 feet. 1 out of 12, 1 out of 12. I forgot you can't hear.
So
That sucks.
I'm on watching the Charlie's Angels DVD.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't know Farrah Fawcett only did 1 season.
Yeah.
Do you know how many of her poster how many units she sold of that poster?
I don't know, but millions.
12 million copies of that one poster.
That poster was every boy in America's bedroom.
Insane.
It was in mine. I'll tell you right now.
I think I had it too. But 12 million at $5 a pop.
Yeah.
From Spencer's. Holy crap, dude.
Yeah. Spencer's, that's a rude place to go into. Good Lord.
Now it's bad. Back then it was funny.
Well, they had some
now it's yeah,
I remember when you saw me, you were like,
skanky
whoa.
Now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some facts about the 50s. What do you think gas cost per gallon?
45
In the
cents.
50s?
Yes.
Probably 20.
45 cents a gallon.
18 cents a gallon at the start of the 50s, 25 cents at the end of the decade.
Wow.
Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the rest of the beloved Peanuts gang were introduced to the world in 1950.
I didn't realize it went back that far. Wow.
TV dinners were introduced in 1953 by Swanson.
Is it still storming outside?
I have no idea. Probably.
I thought I heard the thunder.
TV dinners were introduced in 1953 by Swanson. How many TV dinners did you eat when growing up?
You know what? We did eat them. It was a special occasion, though. My mom made our meals. We didn't eat TV dinners.
Like if the babysitter came over?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah.
You know, it was a big deal. My sister and I would sit there in that frozen area of the grocery store, like hemming and hawing. Do I want the cherry pie?
Yeah, you're allowed to pick out
Do I
one.
want the one with the brownie?
Yeah, Mom said, each of you girls pick out a frozen dinner.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And you didn't want to mess up because you got them so rarely.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know a guy by the name of Alan Freed?
Yeah, I know the name.
What was he famous for?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Oh, he did a TV show, right?
No.
He was famous for a phrase.
I don't know.
He started calling music rock and roll back in the 50s.
Roll, wow.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a big-time producer.
Yep.
Alan Freed. He probably produced Elvis and crap.
Maybe it was a radio show. Was it the radio show that made him famous?
He was a radio DJ in Cleveland, Ohio. He started calling the emerging popular music genre rock and roll in 1951. He's widely credited for naming the genre, though the term rockin' and rollin' was previously used as a descriptor for the motion of boats for art and worship, churches, and euphemism for sex. Right.
Rockin' and rollin', baby.
You're rockin' and rollin'. If the van is a knockin', is rockin', don't come a knockin'. Dr. Seuss published...
You don't remember that, Amy?
It's like talking to your sister.
You see this van that rockin', don't come a knockin'.
Dr. Seuss published his landmark book, The Cat in the Hat, in 1957.
Oh, my God. I do not like him, said Sam I Am. Anyway, sorry.
What do you think the average annual salary was in 1950? Jesus.
In 1950?
$7,000.
Keep going lower.
No.
$4,000.
Keep going lower.
I'm going to say
$1,500.
right about $3,500.
$3,200 was an average salary in 1950.
Dude, I should have a crystal ball.
That's insane.
Dude,
So by the end of the 50s, what do you think the average salary was?
$3,500.
No, I'm going to say $6,000.
$5,000. So that equates to $34,000 and $43,000 respectively today.
Yeah.
Cool guys wore a duck's ass in the 50s. The duck's ass haircut, that is.
Yeah.
Baby boom peaked in 1957 with just under 4.3 million babies. A lot of people were having some fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Just like there's going to be in 9 months from March or April, there's going to be a huge
December.
baby boom.
A lot of December babies.
Yeah.
All those people who were bored.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you think the average cost of a new car was in 1950?
In 1950?
Yes.
Hold on.
Wow.
I would say a new car was $2,000.
Hold on, let me think about a new car, like brand new off the
line. 2 or 2,500, one or the other. What do you?
I don't know because
Somebody's calling from Fort Lauderdale.
I keep thinking like my dad was born in 35, and I know he's talking about like, and I know my dad's talked about what he paid for his cars, but I don't think he like ever bought a new one back then. Because I know he'll talk about like I bought that for like $50 or something. I'm gonna say probably like $1,000.
$1,500.
All right.
1,500?
You said 1,000. I said 2,000. We'll meet in the middle.
So by the end of the 50s, what was the average cost of a new car?
By the end of the 50s?
Yep.
$2,000.
2,000. How about that?
2,200.
2,200. Okay.
And then finally, I Love Lucy consistently ranked one of the all-time greatest television shows, aired from 51 to 57.
Lucy!
You got some explaining
You got
to
some
do.
explaining to do, Lucy.
Have you guys ever researched the history of her movie production company and just how much she actually influenced outside and beyond just her Lucy stuff?
No, but I'm sure it was a hell of an influence. Because she was everything back in the 50s.
Hi, I'm Lucy.
Desi Lou, right? Desi Lou Studios.
Yep.
And you remember when she got older, man, it was like, hi, everybody. I'm Lucy Arnett.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what?
Like 5 packs a day.
Do you know what sci-fi TV show?
Oh, God.
She actually is, amazingly behind. Surprising many people.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, absolutely.
Wow.
So had it not been for Desi Lou, there probably would not have been a Star Trek.
Crazy.
I know, right?
Wow.
Why do I know this stuff? I don't know why I know this stuff, but there you go.
You know who's one of the richest actors is frickin' what's his name? Kirk. Captain Kirk.
Shatner.
Yeah.
Shatner.
He got in on the bottom of Priceline. When they first started, they called him and he wanted just points. He didn't need any money.
Right.
So he just said, I'll take points. And he got like 40% of the company. And it blew up. And he's...
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's cool. I'd love to get a phone call like that someday.
Yeah, no Scheiße. No Scheiße, Mensch.
So I did some research of people who grew up back in the 50s and
Yeah.
what it was like back then.
Yeah, like my mom and dad. Your mom and dad.
God, dude. Spent the days going to school, evenings playing out in the neighborhood till the streetlights came on. Neighbors sat on their porches in the summer and talked to everyone. Kids played softball in the streets. On the weekends, they did chores on a Saturday. Most stores are closed on Sundays. Families went to their place of worship. On Halloween, kids roam the neighborhoods carrying pillowcases to haul their loot. Everyone made their costumes, usually a witch or hobo, whatever.
Hobo.
No one wore a store-bought costume because it was cheating.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
The moms let them eat as much candy as they want because mom wanted to get rid of it. So if you ate as much as you want, you got sick, there you go. If you were really fortunate, your parents treated you to a popsicle or a strawberry shortcake ice cream, and the good humor man drove his ice cream truck down the street. I was able to get as much ice cream as I wanted to. I mean,
why?
My mom didn't care, but you could tell that bell sound from 6 blocks away.
It's like
that it was
Eddie
coming.
Murphy. Ice cream!
Ice cream! Ice cream! You dropped your ice cream. You dropped your ice cream.
Or how about this? Want a lick?
Psych!
God. Oh, Amy, do you even know what we're talking about?
I don't know. I'm a little concerned.
No, Eddie Murphy does a whole thing about ice cream. Ice cream man is coming! Mom, throw down some money! The ice cream man is coming.
Dude, that was so exciting back in the day.
Yeah, get your father a vanilla cone, get your man a token. She's throwing money down on the thing. And you took off running.
Back in the 50s,
that was life-changing.
People were honest and hardworking back then. No one got food stamps or subsidies. Very few people got divorced. No one wore pants that displayed the crack of their ass. Everyone who had an older brother, or sister wore their hand-me-downs. Even though America was booming, in the automobile industry provided jobs for almost everyone in Detroit. Tennis shoes came in different sizes, not name brands, and you were lucky if you got one pair.
Exactly.
Not like 7 pairs today.
I remember when we were kids, Bill, right? I went for like the 3rd pair of shoes in the 1 year. Like, my mom went and took me to Stride Rite or whatever to get like my 3rd pair of tennis shoes in 1 year. And I remember my dad going, he needed another pair of tennis shoes? Well, you got to be more careful with your shoes. He goes, come with me. And he walks me back to his room. He points at these Stan Smith Adidas that are in the bottom of his closet. And he says, I've had those for 30 years. I'm like, that's because you're not going to outgrow them. You stinker.
Yep. Kids usually join a sports team, softball or hockey.
Always.
One sports team, not 5. And they were responsible for going to practice, usually on their bikes or walking the miles of the field. Moms didn't drop everything so they could spend each evening carpooling to events.
Yeah, hell no.
There were no quote-unquote soccer moms screaming like banshees on the sidelines. Parents very seldom went to games because dads were at work and moms were home cooking, cleaning, or sewing clothes. Only the winning team got a trophy.
Yep.
And maybe a 2nd and 3rd place got ribbons. Not everyone getting a trophy today. Last place losers accepted their loss and went home with ambitions of being better next year. Just because you didn't lose, just because you lost didn't make you a loser. It made you a good sport and didn't need to have a trophy for that. If you mouthed off to your parents, you can bet you'd be disciplined immediately. No quote-unquote timeout and some silly chair. One whack on the ass was all it took to straighten out your act. There was seldom a second act.
Trust me, dude. That's the thing. My dad grew up and he was, he didn't get in trouble. You know why? His dad would tan his butt.
Yeah.
If he did. You didn't do things out of pure fear.
You said one time that you...
Oh, dude, one time...
got to look from your father and...
Listen to me. Hold on. I'll tell you the story. My mom was getting on my ass about something.
And we're talking to someone who knows your dad.
And I don't know if I cussed her out, but I yelled at her or something. My dad pins me against the wall in the hallway because I was storming back to my room. He heard me yell and came out of his room and started coming down the hall. And when I turned the corner and started going to my room, he against the wall. And he said, you don't talk to your mother that way. And he raised his hand. Now, my father, if he ever spanked me, it was when I was little, because that is a teaching tool when you got little ones. But I was like 13, 14, and my dad pinned me against the wall, and he raised his hand. And here, stupid Lee said, if you hit me, I'm turning you in for child abuse.
Oh, boy.
Well, the first look on my dad's face was like, what? Are you kidding? I've never hit you. And then it all changed to, well, let me give you something to report, boy. And I saw that look in his eyes, and I was like, oh, hell no. And I went and I got out of his grasp and ran out the front door. He chased me. This is on a Saturday afternoon. Everyone's out mowing the lawns, walking around. Here I come out my front door, top speed, running across the street. He's chasing behind me. Of course, he catches up to me. And what does he do? He doesn't grab me. He just pushes me. And, of course, I fall into the neighbor's yard. He picks me up by the scruff of my neck. The whole time I'm screaming, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry. The whole way. So I thought, oh, my God. He brought me back in the house, walked me down the hall, put me in my room, and he looked at me and he said, I'll be back when I kill you. And he closed the door. And I thought, oh, my God, my life is over. I really, believe me. And then the only other time, my sister back-talked my mom one time, and I tried to play it like I did my dad. Hey, you don't say that here, come on.
So, and because teachers were allowed to discipline children in classrooms, right, kids learn to obey. The last thing any kid wanted was the principal making a phone call to a parent. That always more discipline and not some parent threatening to sue the school.
Oh yeah, listen. My dad. He said his father said if you get a whooping in school, expect twice as much when you get home. Yeah. And there was my wife is a teacher. Okay. This is one of the most appalling things I've ever heard. She had a sub once. Some kids were acting in class, like throwing stuff at each other and making fun of girls. Something. I don't know. All I know is she got the report for a substitute the next day. And she looked at it. She saw what the substitute said. She called the substitute, got the story from her, and just went writing. The substitute told her what happened. She called this boy's mother. She says to the mother, she says, hello, this is Daly. Michael yesterday did such and such. So he's something. I don't know. All I know is the mom said, well, Mrs. Bailey, thank you for calling. That doesn't sound good. When Michael gets home, I'll get his side of the story. What? There's no his side of the story.
Yeah.
If you called my house, because I did something in class, it would have been, oh, okay, well, when he gets home, I'll wear his ass out. That's what my dad would have said. Not, well, I'll get Lee's side of the story. Shit, there was no Lee's side of the story.
I'll find out what the real story is.
Yeah, I'll find out what the real story is. I just told you the real story, you Nimrod.
So I did not go to a school where they would, use a ruler on you.
No.
Did either of you go to a school where they would use a ruler? My husband did. Back in Indiana, when he was a little kid, that form of punishment for misbehavior was still acceptable.
Adults always love me. All the old ladies and stuff. My teachers love me. I think I was a pretty good boy. But I want to say I do remember getting your knuckles wrapped with the damn ruler.
Do you?
Maybe. But I don't think I did. I think we had a couple kids in the class that might have gotten a swat.
The thing that made me shat my pants was you need to go to the principal's office.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm shatting the entire way there.
I'm like, oh, my God, that's my ass. Yeah, I had to go. I got called to the office one time. I got called to the office at Robinson. Mr. Nichols. You remember Mr.
What did
Nichols?
you do?
No. Did you know Mr. Nichols?
I don't think so.
No.
But what did you do?
Oh, my God, honey, I've done lots of things all through high school. I was always acting up. I knew all the principals are my friends on Facebook now. I just give you an idea of what kind of relationships we had.
I thought you were perfect. Hold on now.
Thanks,
no. I'm just like completely jaded now. Go on.
I smoked the whole time. I smoked all through high school.
I remember that about you.
Yep. I smoked in high school.
Smoking lounges back then.
Oh, I know. We had smoking lounges, except for my junior and senior year. My junior year, they moved the smoking lounge over by the gym and outside the door. And then my senior year, you're supposed to get a note from your parents. My parents knew I smoked. So that wouldn't have been a problem, but I don't get shit done like that. I don't go get things signed. So I just we would go, where architecture classes were?
Yeah.
And the auto body class was on the ground floor architecture. Yeah.
Yep.
We used to go on those stairs out there and pitch quarters, and we also, that's where we smoked. So we just smoked out there. We didn't have security walking around the building. Teachers could give a crap. We would just sit out there and pitch quarters, and I never got in trouble for that, ever. But we used to do that a lot. I made pretty good money, actually. Me and Jeff Kegley. But the things I got in trouble for, good Lord, I don't remember. I got in so much trouble for so many things. I mean, nothing really horrible, except for I called Mr. Rome a dick, I think. Or an MFer. I think I called him an MFer.
Oh, my goodness.
Because my senior year, my wonderful counselor, Miss Maxwell, loser. Anyway, she used to tell me all through high school that, Lee, you're so lazy. You have a super high IQ, and yet your production level is so low. And I would say, I got all the A's on my tests. And she's like, but you have to do your homework. I'm like, why? I mean, I couldn't, first of all. I had a learning disability that I didn't even know I had. But she definitely reinforced that I was lazy. Because I didn't get tested. No one in the country got tested for learning disabilities until 1984. When did I graduate? 84. Yeah. So I got tested, and then they took me out of auto mechanics to go into a basic skills class. That pissed me off. I was so mad. Luckily, I had Mrs. Iannacone. She was awesome. Was Bobby your co-person?
Yeah.
Yeah. So his mommy was awesome. I loved her. And
she was really good.
She was my basic skills teacher. She was fantastic. But yeah, no, it was horrible, man. I mean, high school, I remember Mrs. Wright. She was this principal that was down in Subschool 3. And she started in-school suspension, kind of, at Robinson. Mm-hmm. And what she did was, when you got in trouble, first, before they had in-school suspension, she would make you wear a suit to school. And the girls had to dress up in a dress.
Can you imagine if all schools had to wear uniforms?
Their uniforms? That'd be awesome.
But these kids would lose their minds.
They would lose their minds. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, and now you're not even allowed to say anything to kids. Like girls. You're not allowed to say your blouse is cut too low. Because you can say that. Because there is a dress code, quote unquote. But only a female administrator can approach a female student and tell them that they have to wear something more appropriate.
Right.
My.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have the kids aren't allowed to wear, they're not allowed to wear Budweiser shirt. Or I remember one of the best, I had this great kid at my school. He was a very smart kid. He was in literature class. He did film class and super nice kid. I was in love with his little sister because she was so sweet to me. Always so nice to me. And I just thought she was great. In fact, she came and visited me in the hospital after she had graduated. And when I was getting my lung transplant, she and her dad came to visit me because we were friends on Facebook. I think she brought her dad because she was a little worried. No, I'm kidding. But her brother, who is a year younger, he's walking down the hall one day, didn't even know he was her brother. All I know is he had a red shirt on, and it said in black, "I'm Randy." Bill, do you have any idea what that means?
Mm-hmm.
I know you know,
Randy.
Lisa.
Cool.
I'm Randy.
I'm
what does that mean?
I'm cool.
Go ahead, Amy.
It's you want to get lucky.
I'm horny. I'm Randy, baby. I'm Randy, baby.
Olston Paz.
They do it. He says,
Paz.
"Aren't you feeling Randy?"
Yeah, I'm feeling Randy.
Yeah. So I'm Randy means I'm horny.
Okay.
So it would be an inappropriate short if it said I'm horny. But I said to myself, no other kid in the school knows what the frick I'm Randy means. So I stopped him. I said, "Come here." He's like, "Yes, Mr. Bailey?" And I looked down at his shirt and looked back at him, and he started getting this little shit-eating grin on his face, because he knew. I mean, he knew what the shirt meant. And he was like, I'm probably the only person that stopped him about it. Even teachers were too young to know what I'm Randy. And I said,
"Oh, wow.
If not for the fact that probably no one else knows what that shirt means."
You didn't just let it go?
I just let it go. Sure.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, I did. I told him this, so I said, "You're not allowed to tell anybody what it means, because then it makes it inappropriate. If they don't know what it means, it's not inappropriate." So, and he laughed. He says, "Okay, Mr. Bailey, no problem." And then, like the next time I saw him, we used to talk about movies from the 80s. I used to tell him about all the great movies in the 80s. I told him, "Go get Fast Times at Ridgemont." Oh, don't tell anybody I said that, though, because there's some sex scenes in that movie that I forgot all about, because Spicoli's my favorite. It's not even, and Mr. Hand, man. Mr. Hand, dude.
No, but with our whole 50s thing, I would love to have been in high school in the 50s. 54 to 58 would have been just a freaking great time.
Oh, no,
Be
I
a
know.
junior, and your first car was a 57 Chevy.
Yeah.
Dude, the drag races and stuff, that would have been so cool.
I'm not, you know what, Bill? I'm sorry. When I was in high school, I had a one-track mind in high school.
I know. The 80s were a great time.
In the 50s, all the girls wore skirts. Woo! Now that would have been ideal.
Oh, Lordy.
Let me tell you. Because when we would come home from football games, the flag girls, they were always the favorites to ride on the bus with us. Because they had skirts.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. All the clarinet players and stuff had pants on.
Every time I hear clarinet, I think of American Pie. And the line.
That's a flute. That's a flute, though.
Was it a flute? Was it a flute?
It's a flute.
Yeah.
I just think of that line in that movie.
One time in band
One
camp.
time at band camp.
One time in band camp.
Did that happen at band camp?
I saw this
Was
meme
it real?
today, Bill.
Is that line real? Did that really happen at band camp?
There was some definitely hooking up in band camp, dude. I don't know about flutes. I don't know about flutes, Bill. That came long after we were out of band. Now the flute thing, she obviously gave some people an idea. Some
no
flute
doubt.
players. Maybe flute players already knew that idea. I don't know.
Yeah,
It shocked
no
me.
doubt.
I was like, whoa. Well, we had drumsticks. Oh, hello. Rat-a-tat-tat, 3 men in a hat. Okay.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
but high schools it was a fun time.
High school was awesome.
And I feel bad for these kids. I mean, Emily's a rising freshman, and you just feel bad they can't go back to school. Because they want to. They want to
will.
enjoy that
She
experience.
will. She'll be
and
back to
it just if they have football in the spring, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
Your daughter's only a freshman?
Yeah.
Emily? My God.
And we found out today, knock on wood.
God.
Knock on wood.
September 10th.
UVA is ready to accept people back to school. So that means Mary Washington should go. So she's all excited to go. And I found out why Mary Washington and UVA are connected.
Why? Oh, you told me.
Because Mary Washington was the sister school when UVA didn't accept women.
Yeah,
that's
women.
why they're on the
Right.
same path.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. So
Yeah, because, James Madison used to be Dolly Madison. It was a nursing school and teaching school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not nursing, teaching. I
And
think.
Mason was an extension of UVA at the time.
Yeah.
So it's good news that because she just finished her first week of college. Good news that because we want her to have that experience.
Of course.
So.
How did it go?
Huh?
How did the first week go?
It went good. She likes her classes. She took them all online. But here's the kicker. On Monday, and all of these tech people, do you not freaking understand that your platform is about ready to be S'd on with everybody trying to log on a Monday? Businesses, college kids, it crashed on Monday.
Yeah.
And it didn't get up
Are
and
you
running until like noon.
serious?
Huh?
Are you serious?
Yeah. It didn't get up and running until like noon because every college kid that had gone back went on Zoom.
Yeah.
And it crashed.
That's
so they
crazy.
finally got it up and running. But no, she enjoyed her first week, so
That's
she's just
awesome.
anxious to enjoy that experience. So
That's
hopefully-
cool.
Hopefully the
That's
other
cool.
colleges won't screw it up. But yes, Emily's a freshman. Madeline is freshman too?
Madeline's going to be a sophomore.
Sophomore.
I guess
And I feel
Emily's
bad
just
for
a
her
year
that she's
behind.
not able to
Yeah.
have that experience. So
Well, don't feel bad for her because she's got a job during the week, during the day. She's doing virtual back to school, so she's going to be virtual the rest of the year.
Mhm.
I mean, that was the deal, if you said you'd go back to school, then you're virtual until they allow you back.
Right.
But if you said you wanted virtual, you stay virtual.
Right.
That way they can plan around
yeah, but
it.
your house is going to be an S storm. You're home. Your wife's trying to teach classes, and your kids are trying to do classes.
Right. Well, that's why my wife's downstairs, and my son's downstairs in my mother-in-law's sewing room,
Okay.
sequestered, and Madeline.
But he
will
wants
be,
to. He wants to do all that, right?
He's all into it. No, he wants to go back to school. He loves his friends, and he wishes he could be back in school.
Right.
But he's doing what he's doing. He signed up for going back to school. So when they allow that, he'll go back to school. He'll go to school because he's going to Lake Braddock as a 7th grader.
Okay.
So, but my daughter, she's got a nanny gig. She's getting paid $150 a week to go to this lady's house every single morning and be in there for 4 hours a day.
Okay.
$150 a week. 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 20 hours. Do that calculation for me, Amy. What's 150 divided by? That's 70 bucks. 70 bucks.
75.
Right.
Into 17.
So what does that mean? 4 hours. 4 times.
It's good
divided
money.
by 150 divided by 4 is what? 30 bucks an hour.
Yeah.
Essentially.
35.
Mm-hmm.
She's making $35 an hour, Bill.
She can make that money.
That's awesome.
Good.
150 a week. She's got to be there 4 hours a day.
So, Amy, your husband, from what I saw on Facebook, stood in line for 2 hours.
Yeah, to get the
95
laptop
degree heat.
for school. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like 100 degrees in the asphalt, social distancing, wearing masks. Yeah.
You got a good man to do all that.
They had appointments here. They did appointments. So you drove up and you didn't get out of your car. They bring it to you.
Oh, wow. They had, they didn't plan it that well.
No.
They didn't plan it that well. They basically said, here's 3 days between this time and this time. And they tried to shift it around, so they could, work for people who work and don't work, whatever.
Right.
And they basically just said, show up. And when they first got there, they said there were several hundred people in line. They left to go get drinks because it was so hot and they didn't come prepared to stand that long. Went back, got drinks, and they basically just had to suck it up and say, we're just going to stand. And 2 hours later...
You didn't bring a chair to sit down?
No.
They're walking in the line. They're going up one step at a time.
I'm walking with the chair. I'm sitting down. I'll pick the chair up. I'll walk. I'll sit back down.
Well, that's the thing. See, at
My
Lake
ass
Braddock,
doesn't stand.
at Lake Braddock, when Ben and Mary went to Lake Braddock, you pull up, you give them your name, to verify that you were set for that schedule. Then they tell you to proceed. You go up around to the next person, and they have a piece of paper or card. If you got forwarded, that means you get a laptop. And then she handed the laptop. She said your name, wrote it on a piece of card, wrote down the laptops. Well, every laptop already had the number written out, or it was on a computer.
Well, I'm going to hope it's better this time around than the spring, when that was an S show.
Yeah.
That was a total
S
show.
Well, because they weren't ready for it, so that's one reason.
No. But nowadays, I'm so used to being at home that anything if I got to and there's a line, F that. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I agree.
I don't stand in lines no more. I refuse.
Yeah.
Why? Why am I going to do this?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
If I can order it online, I'll do it that way.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's the most dangerous part about Amazon. It's 2 freaking clicks.
How cool is it, though, when you... Like this morning, I went and had to do blood work this morning, okay? Because I have 2 procedures next week. I'm going to be within 3 days of each other twice. They're going to be putting me under. I mean, and it takes like 3 days to get, for it to get it out of your system. So on Tuesday, I go in for an endoscopy. They put me under. Then... right about the time I start getting all that out of my head, I got to go back in and do a damn guided CAT scan biopsy. Ugh. So
is that the whole LMB show next Friday?
No, maybe. Yeah, we got a good show. We got a good show for the radio next week.
So
yeah.
Now this week we just want to do something different this week,
and we'll have everybody on video next week. But we'll
so you need to
radio.
be prepared, Amy. Starting Monday is the playoffs.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, what does that mean?
Bum, bum, bum.
So
hold on, Bill. Hold on. Here it is. All right, Amy. Next week. Oh my God, to mix things down again because I had too much. Here we go. You can't hear this, Amy, but it's a wild.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
Spanning the globe.
Thrill of victory.
The thrill of victory.
And the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Here it comes. Dun, dun. You know, that must be one of the hardest things for a clarinet player. Is
What?
they hardly ever have the solo. Hardly ever.
You never get any sexy
No.
music.
You hear all that. It's all that fill music. Is the clarinets, the saxophones, the flutes.
And you never hear it.
No, you do hear it, but it's all together. So you can't. If you don't play that instrument, you don't hear what they're playing. You just hear.
To me, aside from the electric guitar, one of the sexiest instruments ever made.
Saxophone. Baby.
Saxophone.
That's
That's probably gotten more.
I don't know, Benny Goodman.
Action than any other instrument. So anyway,
I like trumpet and drums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are my two.
Percussion, please.
Percussion.
Okay. I don't play the drums. I play percussion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
No, seriously, I never practiced enough to be good at the kit. I can't play drums. I can't play my foot going at the same time that I'm playing stuff up top.
Playing electric drums has been fun. It's been a long time.
Well, I can play it as long as I don't have to keep rhythm with my foot. I can play up top pretty good. And in fact, I can read music for kit. But I can't friggin'
Yeah,
do
but
both.
if you were to play drums in front of 20,000 people,
yeah,
dude, your energy level would be through the roof.
Oh, I know,
You'd be
dude.
through
I'm
the
telling
roof.
you, when I worked at the Copa in Springfield. Oh, Walter.
Now you have the Copacabana song stuck in my head.
I'm gonna put you up here, Walter.
Copacabana.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So Bill and I, are you listening to our show on YouTube?
No.
Oh, we're on YouTube. Why is no one listening to it on YouTube?
Well, because I don't think anybody knows.
I put it on everybody's damn Facebook page.
Well, I didn't get any. I got the messenger thing from you. The only thing I got was call in at 9, whatever. This the only message I got.
Anyway.
All right. So what do? I can look up on YouTube now. What am I supposed to do?
Click on the link.
Click on the link that I sent to your Facebook page.
Okay, hold on.
'Cause we're just trying to do a different type of show, just
Yeah,
for fun.
we're just trying
Because we
something
used
different.
to do this as a radio show before this whole pandemic thing. We did this every Friday night. It's just
Yeah.
a regular radio show.
And unfortunately, can you hear him, Amy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well, I have him on my microphone.
So anyway, I have enough trivia now for the remainder of the year. We're good, okay? But we're in the playoffs, so there's 5 weeks of the same categories but different questions. The best 3 out of 5.
Awesome.
Dude, Facebook. I don't know what the hell.
Don't worry about it. Just
So
stay on the
same-
phone with us.
So people
You
need to
can't
bone
hear
up on these
Amy, but
categories
you'll hear me and Bill.
each week, but it's the same categories and different questions every week.
That sounds pretty cool.
We're gonna have it.
I just want to change it
I
up.
didn't have enough time. I mean, I had some lead time, and so that's why we're actually doing as well as we're doing. But I didn't get my guy didn't get back to me today. He had to go shoot a funeral. Jeff, I'm talking about Jeff.
Okay.
But I will talk to him tomorrow, and I'll find out how exactly to do this. I might have to use some new vMix software, which costs money. Got any extra cash on you, Bill?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we might have to buy that software, and then the sky's the limit.
Yeah, we're just trying to do promos to promote the business, radio show, Facebook show, promos.
Yeah.
All that. So
yeah.
And by doing this, we can do commercials, we can do songs, and Facebook you can't do that.
Right. So that's what will happen with vMix. Everything's going to be going to YouTube, but with vMix, we'll be able to bring everybody into the show, and they can all be on video and talking to us and enjoying life. Because I think what we can do, I'll get rid of StreamYard, and what we can do is we can bring in Zoom into vMix, and so we can have 100 people on with us anytime. So that'd be kind of cool. So what are you up to, Walter, man?
No, nothing. Just sitting here in front of TVs waiting to hear from y'all. I don't know.
I'm sorry. We screwed up everybody's Friday. We screwed up everybody's normal Friday.
I wouldn't go that far, but
It's my fault. I just want to do something different.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Because this mug doesn't go on Facebook. It just doesn't.
Oh, shut up.
It's better for the
You're
radio.
fine. You're
We just want to do something.
Yeah, no problem, dude. You're good.
And you know, if Walter were in the 50s, Walter would have had the fancy car, and
he'd be a pimp in the 50s, wouldn't you, Walter?
Walter would have been.
Yeah, Walter, we've been doing a 50s themed
He
show.
would have been the ladies' man in the 50s.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, race-wise, I don't think Walter would be as big a deal back in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If my name ain't Lil Richie, Chuck Berry,
That's right. Exactly. Unfortunately.
But when Pat Boone did Tutti Frutti,
Yeah.
it was actually a bigger deal back then. But today, I'll take Little Richard's version over Pat Boone's version
Oh,
any day.
hell yeah.
Little Richard's freaking awesome.
Little Richard's crazy. Little Richard's a freak. He's funny.
Did he pass away?
Is Little Richard dead? Anybody? Amy?
I think he is.
About a month ago.
A month
That's what I
ago.
thought.
Yeah, not
Holy
too long
crap.
ago.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that. Yikes. Hey, did you get any weather where you are, Walter?
No. You mean crazy? No. Nothing out of that.
Yeah,
it's coming.
The hurricane's coming up. We already started getting it.
Yeah,
So
it's coming.
It's going to rain all week next week. Well, not all week, but you can hear it right now. Thunder outside. You hear it?
We got.
Yeah.
It's pretty clean out here.
That's cool. Yeah, it should. The outskirts where the rain is not should be pulling a nice little cool air bank with them. So that's cool. You'll make out good down, out there on the coast. But you're going to get some. Yeah, we got to wrap the show up. But hey, dude, thanks for calling in. Sorry we didn't do our regular show this week.
That's all right. No big deal, man.
I know.
We'll go back to our regular show next week.
Yeah, it's not the last one. We'll get plenty of more in there.
I know. You're part of the team, bro. Though you know that. All right.
Appreciate that.
We'll talk to you, my friend.
We'll talk to you Monday.
Yeah, tell Bill I called him, man. Tell him to save my number so he don't think I'm some kind of spam.
Was that California?
No,
Florida.
Florida. That was the Florida one. Yeah.
Florida. Okay. We saw it, and Amy was on the phone, and we weren't sure if that was you or one of Bill's longtime friends named Miguel, who lives actually in Tampa, though, right, Bill?
Siesta Key.
Siesta Key.
That's the Fort Lauderdale.
That was him. Okay.
I left a message, but I'm pretty sure they probably didn't get it. But yeah, it's all right. You tell him to save it so he knows next time.
All right, dude. All right, man. Thank you, brother.
Sorry. Be ready for Monday.
Yep.
I'm ready, man. Ready. Y'all have a good evening, man.
All right,
dude.
you too, buddy.
Later.
Bye.
So, Amy, what did you post tonight? You did some crafts?
Oh, no. So I love to sculpt things, do crazy things, right? I don't know if you saw my crazy fairy house I built. So I wanted to try doing some cute clay modeling for some Christmas ornaments. And I also have a friend that does 3D printing and things like that. So
nice.
I needed some inspiration, and I was looking for, small, like cups of cocoa. And I found these, they're like were they Shopkins or something?
Yeah.
I remember those.
Your kids, maybe you guys had those. So they make them now that there's a Shopkin, like a thing. So there's like a cup of cocoa, there's a Pop-Tart, there's popcorn, there's, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they also sell you that it goes inside a container. So you have like a little piece of the food or some variation of the food. And then to like the Swiss mix cocoa mix. And then there's a cherry frosted Pop-Tart, and they give you like a little cardboard Pop-Tart box with a little plastic thing to go in. Yeah, so they're really kind of cool. I love little things like this, and it drives my kids nuts. Like, oh my God, you're like a child. But I think it's absolutely amazing. And it's like, how do you get this job? How do you get like the little trash can dudes? I mean, Lego minifigures. I love all that stuff. Drives my kids nuts, but I always find a little kid that eventually wants this stuff, so I give it away. But
I have a train town, and my children look at me like I'm insane. But there's a reason I have a train town.
Yeah.
When my father died in 2016, I had was getting ready to go for my physical, and talked to my doctor, and he update on the family. I said father just passed away, and he wrote all that down, and he said, "Didn't your mother pass away?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, how did both of them pass away?" I said, "By stroke." My first words out of my mouth were, "Is that how I'm gonna go?" And he goes, "Well, you don't smoke, you don't drink, you eat pretty well, just continue on that path, and you should be fine." And he said, "But I want you to do something. I want you to your cholesterol's high, your blood pressure's a little bit high, so you need to find a time to just find a project and get off the computer, get off the phone, get off the, doing." All the stuff around the house, and just take a couple hours a night, find a project. It could be, garage or whatever." And I said, "Well, I'd always wanted to have a train town when I was a kid." He goes, "Boom, start there." He goes,
Love it.
Don't go crazy with it. Just start." So I started with
But Bill's gone crazy with
I have. So I started with this huge, big, piece of plywood, painted it green. And I started mapping out in my head what I would want my town to look like. And I will have your phone number now, so I'm going to text you a picture of it. So I started building N-scale town. The roads, the house. I started to build the houses, the trains. Now I'm hooked on the freaking train shows that come through town. So I'm doing all that. But I would spend a couple hours a night. And so I went back to see him 6 months later, and he asked about it. And my cholesterol levels were down, pressure, coming down. I just found something to keep me busy, and it was a project. And now with the pandemic, it's even better because I could just tinker with it and it's very cool. Then, and I spent an S-load of money. Then I started building a small little football stadium. So I've done that, and now I'm adding the people, and it's just because I don't. Unless it's old DVDs and old TV shows, I don't watch a lot of that reality crap on television.
None of it.
I don't do any of that crap. My wife does. So, and with, all the TV shows, I just didn't want to do it no more. So I just spent time in the basement and just tinker with it. But yes, I've spent an S-load of money on this town.
Now, how big is your layout?
I'll send you a picture.
It's
a giant, big piece of plywood.
Do you take it to shows?
No,
it's not transportable, but it's all, you can light it up. It's all lit up. Everything's there. I built the houses and bought the trains, and
I have a photograph here, Amy, that a picture of me and Bill when we were in our early 20s.
No,
when was this? High school?
Yeah, that's high school. That's like right after high school.
Can you send it to Facebook? I can log on to Facebook and
I
can probably
hold on.
see it then.
Here, Hold on, Gish. Do I have you in my...
I don't know. While I have her on the phone, if I could text the picture to her. I might be able to.
That's what I'm doing. There she is. Okay. I'm texting it to you, kid.
Texting it? Like on my phone?
Yeah.
All right. My phone's almost dead.
Yeah, I'm going to have to just pick up the phone.
I'm waiting. I'm with bated breath waiting.
All right, there it is.
All right. It's not here yet. Hold on.
It's coming.
It's in the interweb somewhere.
So, I heard it. It just hit you.
That's my...
Oh, that was your phone. Okay.
That's my... It wasn't charging.
So, the picture, if you see... You got it yet?
No. You sent it to my phone?
Yeah. I texted it to your phone.
Oh, super slow.
As soon as I get off the phone, I'm going to text you my pictures.
So, I'm wearing a pair. I had 2 pairs in high school. Varnays. You remember Varnays? I had a pair of red Varnays and a pair of black Varnays. And they had the little things, the blinder things on the side, because they're for mountain climbing. Like I ever climbed a mountain, but I thought they were cool, dude. And they cost like $50. But of course, I was working at Gaddy's, so I was making money.
Right.
And yeah, I bought them. They're like $50 or $60. They are now like $250 for a pair of Varney glasses because they like I mean, if you wore them inside, you'd walk into a wall because you couldn't. They were that dark. They were made for
they close up your peripheral vision.
Huh?
They close up your peripheral vision.
Well, so the sun doesn't come in and hit your eyes and burn your eyes. Because when you're at the, at the top of Everest, the sun beats down on you pretty damn hard when you're that high up. So, but anyway, did you get it yet?
No.
Damn it, Gish.
It's not my phone.
Probably because we're talking on the phone, so she can't look at it yet.
As
soon as we get off the phone, she'll be able to look at it.
I'm looking. It's having an attitude. It's like the phone's like children. They just don't always behave.
Right.
You just have to kind of, be patient. They'll eventually grow up. Yeah, I don't have it yet, but I'll get to see it. I'm excited. My mom is a model railroader.
Is a what?
So, a model railroader. That's what they call themselves.
Yeah, mine's
How
N
cool is
scale.
that?
It's not the smallest.
No. Yeah, my mom has a small one. I've painted some things for her. I'll have to get pictures of them and show you what I do. Yeah. So
you need to put the fairy house in the middle of her.
No such luck. But I painted some little houses and shacks and stuff like that for her.
Yeah.
It's fun. To me, that's the best part. To me, that's the part I like.
Yeah.
Figuring that stuff out. I really want a Z-scale train, but I need to win the lottery first.
But it's fun.
Z-scale?
Is the smallest one. It's real tiny. Then there's N, and then HO.
What are you, HO?
I'm N.
You're N.
That's about that big.
Yeah.
But the whole town's got roads and sidewalks, and I'm working on now the streetlights.
I'm so excited to see it. I love stuff like this.
Yeah,
it's so creative.
It's costs some money, but I have the money to spend. But now that I go to these train shows, oh Jesus, it gets way out of control. Because now I can look for deals.
My mom goes to auctions, right?
Okay.
And even within her train group, so she belongs to a Central Pennsylvania, model railroaders group. They'll every so often, they'll do at the Christmas party, I guess, types of things. They'll do an auction, so people will put their stuff up to raise money for the group.
Nice.
So you'll donate your own things, and then you'll bid on each other's items and stuff like that. And he's got some cool stuff over the years, and
some of these train layouts are pretty intensive.
Well, send us some pictures of her train layout.
You know what? Hers is not finished yet, so she's got all the bits and pieces. She's got tons of stuff. My grandfather was a model railroader. He even built his own engine to replicate. He was a railroader, and it
have you been over to Fairfax Station, Bill?
For what?
There's a train museum in Fairfax Station. They got a train outside, a real big train, and inside apparently and they have certain hours that they're open. There's a big train relief.
I'll have to go down there.
Yeah, I've never been myself. My dad told me.
I always want to do a sleeper car journey through the Canadian Rockies.
Dude, I'm with you. I'll go with you. Amy's coming with us too.
It's like Silver Streak. I can sleep in my own car.
Yeah.
Go down to the bar car. Not get thrown off the train, of course. But have a sleeper car where I can spend 3 or 4 days just sleeping and
How
watching.
much is it?
It's expensive. It's like $4,000.
Yeah, but it's a week-long thing, right?
Well, it's like maybe 4 days. I think you fly to Chicago and then you take it from Chicago to Seattle and then you fly home.
Oh.
But just even 4 days of just chilling and being on a train, man. And drinking in the bar car and just, having fun, man. And the Canadian Rockies are just freaking awesome.
Well, the Rockies in general are just awesome. So I would love to take a transcontinental train trip. Amy, have you ever thought about doing that?
I have actually lived on the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus train.
Oh, frick, that's right.
Which is a different experience. It's definitely
I mean, you lived on it.
Roughing
Her husband
it.
played with the band.
Nice.
Yeah.
My husband was a trumpet player with Ringling Brothers 30 years ago.
Nice.
And part of the deal is they give you accommodations. I'm being very generous and calling it accommodations. We had a 6 by 7 foot compartment, And we shared
How
a
big?
toilet.
6 by 7
by
feet.
7
Damn.
foot. And we shared a toilet with the other band members, which is a horrifying thought as well. And
Yeah, one
trust
toilet
me,
on the car, right?
one toilet on that half of the car.
Yeah.
And there was actually a couple and their young son that lived in a slightly bigger cabin that was part of that half of the train car. And yeah, I mean, the upside of it was, I mean, there's lots of downsides of it. I mean, it was just, there's a lot of horribleness. But I tell you what, being able to sit on the vestibule of a train car, because obviously there's no security measures in place, with it open and going through the orange blossoms in Florida around Christmas time is just amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fabulous. So I would definitely recommend, if you like to travel and you want to try something different, try train. Because the other part that we really liked is that it takes you through places where the roads no longer go.
Right.
You go through towns. You go through towns that, you know, when they built the interstate system, you know, nobody goes through these towns anymore. And, you know, there would be people who would seriously wait for us, the train to come through. I mean, that was
your
like their
train
annual big
especially.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the giraffes hanging out the top of the cars. And,
right.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't quite like that. There's no giraffes.
That's right. There's no giraffes on the Barnum and Bailey circus. Sorry.
But you know, but seriously, it was a huge thing to wait for that to come by. It was just a big deal.
You know what they used to do here that I never did because I didn't know about it until I was married and had kids, but I seriously contemplated it, is whenever Barnum and Bailey would come to the Patriot Center, they would come to Fairfax Station, okay, and they would unload the elephants, and they would parade the elephants at like 2 a.m. Up onto 123 and down to George Mason.
And walk them.
Right.
I know. Well, you guys must have done something similar when you can't just take the freaking elephants off at the train station.
Yeah, no, they depended on where they were and how far they had to go, and they would walk
you
them.
probably were asleep because it was like 2 a.m. when they because they got to do that because of traffic and everything, obviously.
Favorite animal of all time is a cheetah. It's a badass.
Cheetah?
Yeah, they don't have cheetahs in the circus
Love
either.
cheetahs. God, those are badass.
They had black panthers and tigers and lions.
Yes. Oh my.
It was
Oh, sorry.
Crazy. Oh,
Lions
oh
and
my.
tigers. Oh my.
But you know, you guys talk about traveling. We love to go cruise ships. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's only one problem with cruise ships I can't stand.
What's that?
So if a man is 6'2" trying to take a shower and the shower head is meant for a 5' person, what the F is this? I mean, I
you had to
can't-
bend over, Bill.
I can't take a shower like this.
It's a sponge bath, my friend. It's a sponge bath.
Exactly right.
Right. But when the last one we took, her mom took us, and we had balconies, and dude, it was awesome at like 11 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Sit out there as the ship's going through, or you get up in the morning and watch it dock, and that's an experience to watch them dock a ship.
Oh
that
yeah,
large.
And you see them open up the sides of the ship and taking stuff on and putting stuff off.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we
dude.
love to do cruise ships. Those are fun.
Can you imagine how much food they have to load onto the cruise ship to feed everybody for a week? I mean, it's crazy.
Have you guys ever done so when we did the cruise last summer, I decided to just lay down the money. It makes me sick. I hate to spend money. To do the behind the scenes tour of the galley where they do all the cooking and
never did that.
No.
I mean, it was worth it just to be able to see the mass production because it's amazing, and it was really cool to listen to the chefs talk about how there's certain things that they buy in certain areas because they want to be able to get certain quality things and the right price and seasonal, and like just the vats that they used to cook the soup was unbelievable.
Yeah,
but you talk about their accommodations. Their accommodations weren't much better than what you had.
Yeah.
Because my sister-in-law used to work on a cruise ship, small-ass cabins in the bottom part of the ship, 4 people to a room, not fun.
I bet.
Oh,
not
man.
fun.
Yeah.
Working all the time.
Yeah, no doubt. That would be kind of cool though to be the cruise ship DJ. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're having a happy day. We're stopping in Aruba this morning. Don't forget to find that jewel that makes you sing. You know, whatever.
Yep.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
We sat with one of those.
No,
we sat with one of those
I want to be a
classes.
bartender in the Caribbean. And just
Oh,
have
that
people
would be nice.
people come to us and tell us about all their troubles. And I've got a 1-bedroom apartment in some Caribbean street somewhere, and I don't have to worry about it.
I love that idea.
Yep.
Just
I absolutely love
be
that
a
idea.
bartender. Not
You know,
worry about
I'm serious when I tell you that one of the things I've always wanted to be, it sounds so weird, part of a commune. You know, where like down in the Caribbean, where you have a set of houses, a group of houses, everybody shares, everyone has a different garden with different kinds of foods, everybody shares. You know, we get together in the middle around the bonfire at night, hang out, and you
Not
go
doing
work
that.
during the
Yeah,
day.
I'm not doing that.
Why?
Because I want to be a bartender, have all the fun, work at night. I'm a part of a whole party, but I want to be able to take my bike after work, ride my bike back home. It's a 1-level house or whatever, and my back deck is looking out at the ocean.
Yeah. And you don't like people, though, that's why.
It's not that I don't like people, but it's just, you know, I'm nowadays I'm more inclined of where did the loving of water, t-shirt, shorts, flip-flops, hat, that's just the life I love. Where the hell did that come from?
Right.
Because that's just what I love to do. Waterfront, wave runner, just life on the water.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really interesting question. You know, where did, yeah, absolutely.
Where did it come
100%.
from? Because my dad really wasn't a water person, but my mom was. But just every time I go to the beach, the salt air and being at just, I love being at the beach. I'm just something about it. It's just t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. That's just
I can't
Jimmy
stand
Buffett
the
life.
sand, though.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Why don't you live there?
He's going to.
I'm going to.
It's because, you know, I have a friend who loved the beach. He loved surfing. He loved all that. He grew up in Fairfax. And at one point, he's just like, he didn't want to live on the beach. He didn't want that kind of like touristy hassle.
Right.
But he moved to Delaware, close to the beach. And, you know, there are constantly, you know, within, you know, short driving distance of the major beaches. And it's just like, dude, why don't the rest of us do that? Like, we all love it. We go, you come back, you're like, oh, that was so great.
Too much with the kids invested right now with schooling.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of uprooting my kids to go somewhere else away from their friends. But
And I understand that.
I've got friends who live in Tampa, St. Pete, Siesta Key, down on the Gulf side, and they're like, come on down. Life is great down.
Okay,
It
so
really
I got a
is.
question for both of you guys.
White-ass beaches.
Bill, let's just say, and forget where you are now and what monies you have now, access to, whatever. Let's just say someone hands you a credit card and said, it's a no limit. It's a no limit card.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you move? With whom? Well, I won't put you on the spot on that. Where do you move to? And what kind of house would you want to have? I mean, what's your ideal?
See, the thing now is I don't want to live in a house anymore.
Right.
I'd want to do like Walter
bungalow.
has. No, like Walter has.
A condo.
Condo, second, maybe third level.
Unlimited. Bill, why would you want to be? I would not want to be in a building with other people.
I'll tell you this. I would go to Turks and Caicos because they have a bunch of island houses down there.
Yeah.
I don't need a large house anymore, though. I
No,
really
I
don't
don't.
need it anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Could be a 1-level house.
I'd want my house tricked out to the max, you know, with every damn, when you walk in and you go, hey, Susie, pour me a beer, and the computer has a beer ready for you. It's your Superstar fridge, and the beer's poured and it's ready for you.
You know what? I tell you what. Let's make this one of our segments for next Friday.
Okay.
And everyone bring their ideal tricked out house.
Yeah.
I'll
For
if you can,
forever home.
Google houses.
Yeah.
Give us a visual of what your house would
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Because my house is. I'm not a big fan anymore of like carpets and stuff. I want the marble floor or whatever where it feels good on your feet.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go out to. I've got a pool there and I've got a built-in bar. I don't do the grill because I'm afraid of fire, but the bar's there and we can just hang out. It's like a semi.
And then you have this teak. I would have the teak.
I have to have blue water. F this East Coast crap water.
Oh, I know.
That you don't know who's pissed in it or who's taking a crap in it.
Right.
I want blue ass pool water.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
You
I
want the
definitely.
feet all the way down, right?
I
Yes.
want a pool that the house surrounds.
Amy, I'm going to send you a video of me on a boat in Negril in Jamaica. Damn.
So, they have one of those pools. It's the infinity pools. I love those damn things, by the way. And it looks out over the beach. I mean, the beach is there too, but I can't go in the ocean. Okay? So that's why I'm saying got to have a pool. And I'd have a pool even if the ocean was there.
I want to join a tennis club. I want to join a volleyball club, a beach volleyball club.
Yeah.
Where I'm playing every morning at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hanging out. I don't want to work anymore. I mean, I could be a bartender at night just because I'm part of the whole party and the party scene and the music's going and everyone's having a good time and they're tan and telling us their problems, but they got to go back home. I don't.
I don't want to be a bartender, though.
Sucks to be you.
I just want to be able to go sit
and I've
at
had
the
people
bar.
tell me about the hurricane shit. I'm like, whatever. It happens. It happens.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It lasts 24 hours and it goes away. All these Caribbean islands, they rebuild back up. But if you're that materialistic,
no, and I build a hurricane-proof house.
well,
they have
I
those.
would be up on a second floor or maybe a third floor, hurricane shutters,
sure,
where nothing's gonna happen to it,
sure.
And I just hunker down and I'm good. But I love lighthouses. I love walking up in lighthouses.
Yeah.
I could be on a wave runner all damn day. Get me a 30-foot yacht that I can down in the harbor and I can take that out, whatever, and
You want that for yourself, a 30-foot, because you're going to handle it yourself. See,
that bitch is going to move.
Yeah,
that bitch is going to move. It's going to have double outboard motors. That bitch is going to be Miami Vice moving.
That is a riot.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos of the guys who are trying to act like a badass? There's one video, the guy's bald ass head,
I've seen.
glasses.
Yeah.
He's trying to impress people.
He's
and
getting
he's
the
putting
hell beat out of him.
Well, he's putting like fourth gear.
Yeah.
And he hits a wave, but it's called I forget what it's called, a wake.
Yeah.
And the next thing you see is you got bodies scattered all over the boat, and he looks like the biggest jackass because he tried to talk tough.
Yeah,
He's
and
got
he's
the
like
cool
down
ass
stuck
watch.
between the
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
But no, I down in the Jamaica area, the people down there, they were so nice. But once Emily and I got on a boat and it was like, going across the water, I could do this all damn day. I could scuba dive all damn day. I could be a scuba dive instructor. I could go down to shipwrecks. I could spend the rest of my life doing that. Just exploring shipwrecks.
That would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it?
I want to swim with sharks. I want to swim with sharks. I want to go down to the bottom where you're with a trainer and it's all calm, but I can actually put my hand on his gills, or I can move his mouth away, or I can pet him, or I can turn that bad boy upside down.
They don't show the videos of the ones with hands get bitten off.
I would be down with an experienced trainer and trained what it's like, but I want to swim with sharks.
I understand.
My ultimate goal, but that goal is $100,000 for a 12-day excursion, is the Titanic.
Ooh.
It's $100,000. It's 12 days.
I didn't know you could even do
crap.
that.
You can. You can take excursions down there. It's $100,000 to do it.
Of course, $100,000.
There is a Australian billionaire who's building a Titanic 2. It's a replica of the ship.
Nice.
That's supposed to come out in 2022. The ship is an exact replica. Obviously, safety measures are updated.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's an exact replica of the ship.
Yeah.
But to go down to the Titanic, because from what I read, and I've studied it all my life, in the next probably 15 years, it's gone. It's completely gone. There's going to be nothing left of it.
Oh, the one that's there now? You mean it'll be covered up?
No, it'll be all the microorganisms and all that are just eating away the metal, and it's just going to be completely gone. There's going to be nothing left of it. So, and it's
well. How does that explain? How does that explain pirate ships from the 1700s that were wood that you can still go down and see? I
think it depends on the kind of water, doesn't it?
Now I
And
understand
how far down
also
it is.
that sand will cover. I mean, it'll all get covered up.
Yeah, but if you YouTube it, the Titanic is just being eaten away.
Yeah,
it's just being eaten away. But when you do history, there's thousands of shipwrecks off the East Coast.
I know.
Thousands.
I know.
That never made it to land.
Sure.
But finding gold and crap.
You're gonna go to the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah. But I could do shipwrecks all day long and just walk, like diving through them. What was once there. My only thing is coming across a skeleton that I would shit my suit. I would shit my suit. That's the only problem. Or I'm throwing up in my mask.
Yeah, that's my only problem. Is that if I went down underneath and I had the suit on, and then I pass gas and suddenly I'm up on the top of the water. Can you imagine that? It blows up like a balloon. And you go flying all the way up to the top.
No, but I wouldn't want to come across a body. I mean,
I wouldn't care.
No, I do want to go to Hawaii. I want to go, stand over the USS Arizona. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Just say I'm there.
I've never. I have been to Hawaii. Sorry, but I was 4.
If I had the money, the person who bought the Robin Masters estate,
I know.
I would pay him. If you say credit cards unlimited, I would offer them a deal they can't refuse to buy that land and rebuild the Robin Masters estate like it was on the TV show.
Yeah. I saw one time, I'm telling you, I saw on House Hunters, what's it called? Vacation Homes or something like that. House Hunters International. And this couple were retiring, and they were moving to Ecuador. This is the country I want to live in. It's right on the frickin' ocean. It's 79 degrees year-round.
That's when the grill is.
I'm saying. And you go down there. Anyway, so this lady's showing them this property. You can see about 5 miles down the road, you can see skyscrapers. I don't know what city it was in Ecuador. But you can see the big buildings and all like that. But they stop and turn into, looks like a mangrove. I mean, there's all these trees and there's a gate, a nice colorful gate. They open the gate up. They drive in, nothing but fruit trees. All these fruit trees all over the place. And then you break through into an opening, and there's a house. The house is a one-level house, just like I explained. Had the pool, the infinity pool with a teak wood deck all the way around the pool. Well, except for where the infinity part is. And then on one side of the pool is all the bushes and the trees and all that crap. The other side of the pool is 2 very large-sized bedrooms with the big folding glass doors that you can close and you can open them. And there's nothing, I don't know, I think they have their own bathrooms, okay? But the rooms were really nice rooms with their own bathroom. But the way to get to the main house, you had to walk out of the room and down the deck and into the main house. And there were 2 bedrooms like that out on the side. That's what I'm talking about. You open those damn big glass doors. It's open air. The problem is they do have lizards and shit like that. They like to run around, and and come, but I don't give a crap. Lizards don't bother me.
Well,
They
we
ain't
went
gonna
down to
hurt
see
me.
Julie's aunt in West Palm Beach, and we did a boat tour of all the rich and famous houses.
Yeah.
Some of these houses are sick.
I know.
And they have the little boat docks and all
Yeah.
that. The houses are sick.
No, I definitely love that idea of how the bedrooms are set up. Almost anywhere I would live, I'd want to do something like that. I'd have 4 good-sized bedrooms, king-sized beds with a sitting area, whatever. And then the main house is where, and you can make that your B&B. People come, they get their room, they have a pool they can share with the other 4 people staying there. And then the main house has the dining and, really high-end. You could even have rooms if you wanted to make it a second story.
Yep.
What a cool B&B that would be, wouldn't it? In Ecuador, have a B&B down in Ecuador, right? And by the way, the ocean, clear blue ocean.
The only way I go.
Where this house was with all these fruit trees, mango, orange, all these different fruits you could pick right off the freaking.
Yep.
Here's the best part, Bill. On the property, it was like 2-acre property. On the property, they took the camera, and there was a house on the property, another house. Back to that part of the property. It's where the groundskeeper and his wife live. And she does your laundry. She'll even for if you want her to. He takes care of the fruit trees. He picks the fruit, brings you the fruit, whatever. And all you have to do is pay $200 a month and give him a place to live.
I'm good.
I pay more than that. Hell yeah, in a minute. Just because. But they take care of the property. So whether you live there, or if you want to use it as a B&B, or you want to use it as a vacation home, they're around taking care of the property, making sure it's taken care of.
The rest of my life, I never want to drop below 76 degrees.
I'm saying, yeah.
365 days a year.
Well, you don't want to.
Never want to drop below 76.
I don't want to breathe.
I'm a hot weather. I don't know what it is, but hot weather is fine for me.
I like it if you think 775.
It's 75 round. I'm good. I mean, I'll take a trip to Colorado in 100 times.
The grill is 66 degrees, 86 degrees. The rest of the never changes. The 10 degree variance never changes.
However, the only and I don't even consider drawback. The only drawback is they have rainy season. Like for 3 months it freaking rains non-stop. It's non-stop rainy season.
But it's nice out.
Which is the winter time. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't bother me. They know it's coming. They have everything is made so the water goes away from the house. I mean, everything's built with that in mind. Just like people build houses with snow. We know that it's going to have this much snow every year. Well, they know this is going to have this much rain every year. So they've got it mitigated.
I'll never understand the snow. Why you can live in those.
I love it. I could do it. I could live. That's my other dream. My other dream is...
How the hell can you live in something that's 10 degrees below zero?
I love it.
What?
You can always put more clothes on, Bill.
No.
You can always throw another log on the fire.
I will put my pillow and my blanket by the fireplace for 3 months. I mean, I'm just not going to...
All right. That's my other dream. My 2 dreams are Ecuador and in one of those valleys in the Rockies in the Montana where you have to freaking
now, a
fly
ranch in Montana,
in.
I could do. A ranch in Montana, I could do. I would love to have a ranch in Montana.
Do you know how much snows in Montana?
I'm not there during the snow.
Oh.
I'm there in the summertime. But to have a ranch in Montana? Oh, because winter is Florida, and rest of the year it could be another place. That's fine. But, yeah.
I hear you. Actually, that would be kind of cool is to do a trade-off with somebody. You got like a person who loves the winter, right? And so during the winter, I'm living in Ecuador, and he can live up in Montana. And then when the summer comes to Montana, he can come back down to Ecuador, chill out while I... Yeah. You just... And hire a caretaker, a family. Hire a family that will take care of your house for you.
Mr. Knowles, would you like to live in Fiji? Girls, have a great college career, have a great high school career. Come see me when you're done.
Exactly.
Fiji, and I'm never coming back.
What's the drawback to Fiji? Honestly,
It's-
they've got to.
dude,
Everywhere has a drawback.
It's
What's the
just
Fiji
like,
drawback?
It's heaven on earth, man. The scenery,
but don't they have monkeys
water.
in Fiji?
Who gives a crap?
Oh, those damn things will kill you, Bill.
No.
First of all,
The only problem I have with island life in the real world is it's so expensive
Yeah.
to live well because it costs
Yeah.
so much to get stuff to the islands.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only drawback. I would love to live, it'd be so cool to have an island house or something like that. But then when reality sets in and you realize you're paying these outrageous amounts for stuff, it's crazy.
True. It's true.
But by the way, also, so here's the thing. That nice 2-acre property with all the fruit trees. You know how much it was cost? You know how much it cost?
A couple million, probably.
No! $320,000. And I said to Mary, we're moving. I told Mary, I said, we can sell this house and move in down there with no, pay off the house. Bam, move in.
And the way people are nowadays, they can work from home. They can work from anywhere.
That's what exactly. Well, MoreJoy, hey.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Oh, we're doing this show
I'm
remotely.
building a studio
We're
in
doing it
Cruz and
remotely.
Pantecos or wherever the hell you're
We're
talking
doing it
about.
remotely. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would love to see you guys sitting there on your beach chairs.
Oh, we'll move the Gish family down to Ecuador too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, hell yeah.
I love the Cayman Islands. I've been to Cayman Islands numerous times. I love it there.
Well,
Absolutely
part
love
of
it
me
there.
also with the MoreJoy is to really develop it and make it what I want it to be, make it very lucrative, make it very much a monetization where lots of money's coming in. And then I want somebody like freaking Clear Channel to walk up and go, hey,
We'll
we'd
buy
like
it."
to buy MoreJoy. All right. How much? I'm gone. I mean, woo! And you know what? Wherever I go, I'm going to start a brand new radio station and a brand new media empire. I'll sell MoreJoy in a daggone second.
Why do you think I fill out the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes every
I know.
freaking time it comes in? I don't order a damn thing, but I'll fill it out.
How about $10,000 a week? Would that be okay for you?
They say $7,000 a week for the rest of your life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
Well, think about that, though, really. 7,000. I mean, a lot of people make that much money. But still,
Is
it's
it after
steady.
taxes?
To never work
No, it's probably
ever
not.
again. And
It's
I
probably
love the
after-
company I work
before
for.
taxes.
I love the company I work for. I probably would still work, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
That'd be such a cool feeling. Wouldn't that be a cool feeling?
Where would you go, Amy?
For what?
If you had unlimited
Carte
funds?
blanche.
Carte
Just
blanche.
anywhere?
Anywhere.
I don't know. Well, I really love the UK. What I couldn't believe how expensive it was just to buy a house.
Yep.
In the UK, because I was kind of joking around. The kids loved it.
That's
Sophie
because
said-
they have socialized medicine.
Yeah, no, they have 2-tier medicine.
Whatever.
So unfortunately, only the rich people get the private hospital programs with all the good doctors. And
Yeah.
but it's like we loved it over there. I loved it. My kids loved it.
Yep. So
And I thought, there's lots of IT companies that work there. I was thinking, maybe we go live there for a year or two, and Gail and I can both work there. The kids can go to school, whatever. But then when I started looking at the cost of houses,
Yeah.
even for the tiniest little house,
it's insane.
and at first I thought it was okay. Well, this is just because I'm looking in the London area, right? I'm thinking it's like New York, Long Island, whatever. Let's keep looking further. And I kept looking further and further, and I'd pick up things. I'm like, I could not believe the houses. So even for like a small flat, a small apartment, I mean, if you choose to buy it like a condo, it's just outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started looking at the jobs. I thought, well, maybe the jobs pay that much more. I'm wrong. No, not that much more than what we get here. In fact, in some cases, I think it was less. So I don't know how people live over there. I really do. I was
You
like,
gotta
how
live
do they
way
do
outside the
this?
city, like my brother-in-law does.
Yeah, it's like I just like, how do they make ends meet easily? And there's no, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. So I'd love to go there, and if money was no object, I think that would be amazing to go live in the Cotswolds, out in some old, you know, really amazing 16th century manor house.
The challenge is, the Americans are so used to the foods here, you don't get the same foods there. The grocery stores are not the Giant, the Wegmans. It's completely different.
Sure.
So
and I'm cool with that. You know, when we took our kids on the Baltic cruise, in one of the places, I can't remember exactly which country it was in, but you know, we went into a grocery store with the kids, and it's so different, but their food is so much better in a way. You know, they have the Americanized stuff. You know, there's Doritos.
No, yeah, but see, in Europe, like the European Union has made certain chemicals that we use in foods in the United States illegal to use in Europe, and so Germany has, like, they don't allow they for years they don't allow trans fats, not allowed. You can't make food with trans fats. In the United States, they just don't do it because people are gotten wise and don't buy them. But but listen, you still got trans fats in food in the United States. You have none in Europe. But here you do, even though, because the FDA, who takes all kinds of bribes, they say that you can say it has 0 if it has 2%. What?
Yeah.
What? You can say it has 0 if it has 2%? I'm making these numbers up. I have no idea what they are, but it's essentially like that. And it's like, are you kidding me? The other thing is the daily allowance, right? Dairy. Don't get me started on dairy. I will go crazy ballistic about dairy. But just let me tell you, the dairy, I told you this with your husband at the store the other day. When the number 2 lobbyists on the Hill is dairy, you know something's wrong. Why do they need to pay that much money in lobbying fees? Because dairy's not right. And the dairy pays the FDA so much money, and not just the FDA. I'm sorry, not the FDA. They pay the congressmen and the senators, so they pass bills that say that the federal daily allowance is 7. I don't know where the numbers are. 50%. And guess what? Guess what the milk has? 50%. But guess what you're really supposed to have calcium-wise? Like 2,000 milligrams a day. And milk, the daily allowance is so low that people aren't getting. Why do you think osteoporosis is so huge in this country? They're not getting nearly enough calcium. And yet the dairy says, just drink a glass of milk. No, you better be taking a lot more calcium than that if you don't want to get osteoporosis. And that's a woman thing, more than anything.
Yeah.
So that's scary. And it's just scary that there's so many things that are secret, and it's okay for it to be secret. Bullshit. It's not okay. It's not okay to be able to give people permission to hide that kind of information.
It's like, everybody thinks the FDA protects them and, keeps them safe from everything. And it kind of cracks me up because one of the parts of the things you learn in torts in law school is, product liability and all these other things.
Yeah.
And when you start learning about the fact that the FDA controls how many bug parts per,
yeah.
It's like, excuse me, what? It's like how much poop? You can have this much poop, this much bug part.
Rabbit poop in your carrots.
You're like,
that's how much is allowed.
Yeah, so I mean,
we got bigger problems to worry about.
That's kind of an eye-opening thing, right? It's like, what? You learn so much.
I know.
I think everybody should go to law school just so you can go, oh my God, or at least take torts.
Yeah, well, and then there's people, you always hear about politicians saying that they're going to eliminate certain things. And one of the things that this administration that's in now was talking about how they're going to get rid of agriculture, the agriculture committees and the Department of Agriculture, because they have like tea testers. They pay people to drink tea.
We weren't going to talk politics, remember?
No, I'm not talking. No. I'm just saying. I'm talking about I'm talking about the Department of Agriculture, not about this administration. I don't even know if this administration did anything about it. Every administration at times has talked about that kind of thing, the overspending of the government. And one of the things they bring up all the time is the Department of Agriculture. It's one of the biggest departments, and they have tea testers. Well, I'm testing tea today, and I'm making 6 figures. My ass! Let's bring some of these poor people who are on welfare. Let's give them that job, and then they're at least earning their money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let them be the tea testers.
Yep.
What was that? Are you playing with something under there?
My foot's playing with that thing.
Driving me crazy.
Okay.
All right, Amy, we're going to have to close up the show.
We
All right, you guys have a good
went
one. Have
off
a great
the rails
weekend,
for our
you
50
guys.
show.
We love you.
We love you too.
Have a great weekend, you guys.
All right, Amy.
See you on Monday. Be ready.
Y'all take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Well, Bill.
We're going to wrap up our off the rails.
We're going to rack up the... Yeah, that's what it's all about, baby. Yeah, hold on a minute. Here we go. I got one for you, Bill. I got a song for you. Here we go. Oops. All right, everybody. Learning to fly. Thank you very much for joining us today. Have a beautiful one. And by the way, that's what the echo was. So you can hear us through the phone.
Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone, and the sun went down as I crossed the hill, and the town lit up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the sea may burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing.